Now, does
Nope.
that sound better? Good morning, everybody on video. We finally got video working.
We
So do you still not get it?
I guess not.
Apparently not. Man, videos just froze. How? I mean, it's moving, but boy, it sure looks dark. I don't know, man. We rebooted the computer, so I don't really know exactly what the halo is going on.
Changed everything.
Anybody that's on,
Guru.
yeah, we need the guru's opinion because it looks like all the settings has it low. So I don't know. Is it actually my camera settings now that have changed or what? You know, it's always something. That's always a factor around this journey.
Especially when we have a guest coming in.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing is every time
family.
Not
They're
you.
not talking about you.
we're talking about real guests, dude.
Real
You're
gas.
just a nuisance.
You're just that guy.
I definitely am that guy.
You are just that guy.
I'm proud of it though.
Yeah, okay, and you're just that guy.
You're just that tick on Bella's butt.
Wow, Steph, you went like,
Look at him sniffing his armpits.
well, you would be somebody. I'm trying to adjust colors and stuff, folks. If
Yeah, I
anybody's
didn't think about
wondering.
it when I wore the white shirt. So
No, I mean it's just for some reason it just looks darker today, and since I redid the computer, I don't know. You know, I said it'd been several weeks, I guess, since I've rebooted this computer because you know all the computers stay on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We never turn them off, and I don't even know if the sound's correct. I'm now gonna go since it got rebooted and didn't really get saved. Hey, it's always something. You know, that's what I was telling JD when JD was in here the other day. Highway Jack, I was explaining to him. You know, he's a DJ. He's used to working, you know, computers and everything. But I was kind of joking with him. I said, makes a difference when you're in here now, right? And because he said that he wasn't going to do Facebook Live anymore. So I had said, you know, isn't it something when you're in here and it gets complicated because you're having to run the station, you're having to make sure, you know, each computer's doing what it's supposed to do. You're having to make sure video's doing what it's trying to do. You're trying to get computer over here to do the commercials. You're answering your messenger. Oh yeah, and you want to throw in another video that you have to keep up with. He's like, yeah, this is enough. I said, you know, that's the same thing Tubby said. Tubby knows the equipment, and he came in and helped fill in one day, and then had a whole new respect for it.
Hey, Jacob says it is a little off in color. Sound is low. Keep messing with it. LOL. So, yeah.
Oh, go to our door. We got our guest.
Already?
Yeah.
Dang.
I didn't see his car pull up, so I don't know where he parked. Or, I mean, he may have just got dropped off. I don't know. Go to the door. You should keep staring at the screen. Go to the door and then shut the curtains too. It's like go to the door. She's looking up at the screen. He's sitting right there. He says, "Hey, I'm going for a swim." I didn't think about the fact that our buddy AJ from Australia is here, and he was doing. Hey, I didn't even think about getting Bella put up yet. But it's just funny because you have a guest come, and then he said he was doing a comedy show at the airport, and I didn't think about it. He probably was in a taxi or something. You know, it didn't occur to me. I just not thinking that far ahead. You know, we stay so wide open around here that we don't ever just really sit and think about what we need to do. Everybody give us a minute. Let's go to a commercial. We'll be right back. This is just kind of funny. Hey, I'm gonna play this song here just because we have a guest from Australia in the house. We'll be right back. No, welcome to Atlanta.
Hey, mate.
You said you're gonna go for a swim. I just started laughing. I'm like, man, I didn't even think. What are you doing, man? God, look at this. This is a trip because look, this is the gentleman that I said the day that I was at the Taco Bell and I get a phone call from Australia and I'm looking at my phone going, yeah. Like I'm just fixing to eat a burrito, and he wanted me to play some Def Leppard, and I'm like,
Ella likes
it.
it.
Australia, I'll play you anything you want.
You're the one that was on top of the roof.
Doing the AC stuff.
Andy, AJ.
I'm Jeff.
And that's Jeff.
Yeah, I remember calling in up on the roof doing.
Yeah, dude, I think it was some construction stuff.
Long time ago.
It was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah, it has been. It's been 2 years.
That's good to see you. Leaps and bounds is good.
Oh man, yeah. Sorry for the mess. We've been doing the pool, man. We've been trying to get the pool put in for weeks, and
Yeah.
wife just does not want to go in the water. She hates it. She, as a kid, she swam in lakes. She hates the idea of going in the lake now, because in her mind, it's like all the crap that runs off that street goes in that water.
Really? It's that bad. There was
Well, her house, yes.
At
Her
my
house.
house, yeah.
Her house, yeah. She's
Yeah,
got a
there really
pond in
is.
hers, yeah.
And there really is a three-eyed bass.
With legs.
I don't know that it has
No, but
legs.
she says that there really is a three-eyed bass.
There really is a
Right?
three-eyed bass in the
I'll
lake.
use the restroom. I was gonna say, let him sit right there, Bray, if you don't mind.
that would have been just
And then,
right on the
unfortunately,
bottom
you'll
of
probably
the
have to, sit on the ball.
No, Jeff's want to.
the train all the way to the airport, out the way to Indian Creek. And
Oh, yeah.
And then Uber out here. I should just got
Oh, God.
an airport.
Mhm.
What do you
Especially
want?
over in the Indian Creek.
Yeah, you're fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We are in the Indian Creek area, are we? What's
No,
that?
it doesn't come down this far.
Okay.
I think it stops at Indian Creek. The
That's
train
it.
does, right?
Mhm.
And then
All I
the
know is
MARTA
there's
buses.
nowhere to get a coffee.
Yeah, no,
Um,
And that's
not in
where-
that area.
It is, isn't it? It helps your back. That's why when my back is jacked up,
I think the trick is not to slouch, just to.
yeah, to sit straight up, and plant your feet.
What is?
No, they're up in the air.
Shut
Definitely
up!
redneck. Do what? Thing is, keep your feet planted. It's like, no, they're sitting up in the air.
Oh, with her?
Yeah.
What is Bella apart from just a big sook?
She's a pressa.
She's called a Presa Canary.
That's a canary.
Yeah, their breeds,
Canary.
American Bulldog and Mastiff.
Okay. He's big sook.
I just call her an attention hoe, because the second you start petting her,
Yeah.
she won't stop. She just loves the attention. So the second I'll be like, Bella.
Asking about coffee. Do you have any upstairs?
We can make some.
Later.
Yeah, I was gonna say, 'cause
Yeah,
that's our thing is, I keep saying, ooh. Didn't let Beth take the one you gave us.
Jeff?
Yeah.
Earth to Jeff.
I was just kind of saying you checked in because I was addressing them.
Oh, I thought you were talking to her still. I'm like,
No, I said I didn't let Beth take the coffee maker that you gave us because we got that Keurig and it just
it's a
Scotty
long-
doesn't like it.
it's too damn complicated. Come on, B, let's lay down. Come on. It's too complicated. The Keurig, it's supposed to take an oversized cup of this and yeah, it's a pain in the butt.
You know, you get your little side compartment. Take the lid off of it,
Jeff, I know
fill it
how
with water. My stepdaughter didn't realize that the lid came off.
Yeah.
So the little teeny tiny hole in the side, you
Uh,
gotta tip
the
the
problem
pipe
is-
to fill it with water that way.
The problem is this has like 10 different settings for different cup sizes,
Oh,
different
Yeah.
different
Oh, I love that.
strengths and
We're
Weaknesses.
Different temperature.
we're a little bit spoiled in Australia. We come from the land of probably some of the best baristas in the world. So next to the warm cup of train wreck you get anywhere from Waffle House all the way through to Denny's.
Oh.
It's like, oh man. So yeah, I've been
I'll
looking,
send my wife a text.
been going out of my way looking for Starbucks and
I don't really like Starbucks.
Oh gosh, I
no,
love
you're
Starbucks.
not a latte fan. No?
I like Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Okay.
It's really good. No, I do not. I drink
She also drinks Rockdale Light, so that don't.
No, I did that one time, and that was for.
y'all have
Listen,
at your house
listen.
on
Her
July
one
4th.
time is like saying,
And who was
"Well, I've
drinking
only
it?
gone to
Travis
jail,
was.
you know, a few times."
Travis was drinking it.
Every
I
time
don't like that. Ugh.
every time I've walked into Dunkin' Donuts, I get confused with an LAPD. I don't know why.
Hold on, I gotta get you turned on.
They're not. He's
Oh,
not
that-
turning your mic on.
You hear? Hey,
Yes. Now flip it.
I'm kidding.
Just thank you. I don't flip it. I mean, I do know who I'm
smack it up,
talking
rub
to.
it down. Ooh,
No,
never mind.
No. All right, AJ, put those headphones on, and the only problem we have is there's a wad of wires on the floor to your left foot. Just try not to kick them. I found a short in it, so when we put it on, you just hear a weird buzz.
Okay.
And no,
And
Jacob, that's
not the
a
weird buzz
ukulele,
Not the weird
it's a
buzz
violin.
that he gets while robo tripping. So my boy here decided to drink some Robitussin before he come to a bar.
What is that?
Cough syrup.
Medicine.
Cough syrup.
Okay, yeah.
So cough syrup and 151 Bacardi kind of puts you in la la land.
Very much so.
We're talking fourth year medical student now, aren't we?
He's
Yeah.
just
Oh, I was a chemical engineer that night.
he could have
Yeah.
been cooking up some meth in a single wide trailer. He was so messed up.
And doesn't remember a thing.
Oh, well, that's a good
I
thing.
remember.
Waking
Nothing.
up on Scotty's couch.
Well, that was the next morning. So yeah, nothing that night.
That sort of helps on your fourth year of marriage, doesn't it?
Actually, we're on our first year, but 4 years together. So
Oh, well, there you go. Gee, I pegged that.
It helps.
yeah.
Now I know. Maybe you've been slipping on Robitussin before, and maybe there's some answers in the proposal.
Now, do you have a Facebook page or anything that I can share?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure when we go live to
I was
to
gonna
let them
go-
plug everything,
we're
and then
not
what you
live.
were doing and what you're doing here. You know, as far as you come to do some comedy, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, yeah.
All right, get ready. We're going back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We got a guest in the house, AJ from Australia. And I'm sitting here thinking, this is the same guy that called me. So everybody remembers me talking about sitting in the Taco Bell one day at 3:00 in the afternoon. The phone rings, and I'm going, it's another one of these weird phone calls that I don't know where it's coming from. And I have this voice, and he's fixing to speak, y'all. So this voice comes across and says, "Good day. Could you play me some Def Leppard?" And and you were in Melbourne at the time, right?
That's right,
Melbourne, Australia. So I'm just looking at my phone like, is this real? Like, am I getting punked? I'm sitting in the freaking Taco Bell. But yeah, good. I'm glad you're here, man. Explain to everybody.
Scotty, thank you very much. And g'day, Atlanta. Yeah, good to be here.
He's even in a Brave shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And a Braves hat.
Yeah, man. He got his name on it too.
Yeah.
And we just played Welcome to Atlanta just to be silly, because I saw him with the shirt on.
Oh, yeah, no, can't wait. Well, I'm 5-0 with my game, so I'm their good luck charm at the moment.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
really good. So what actually got you in the United States? I mean, did you come to do comedy?
Airplane.
Really, Jeff? He's the one trying to do comedy, not you.
No, I was going to go to Ethiopia, but you fly Delta.
You just end up wherever, huh?
You wind up wherever, man. Yeah. No, came out here just to see all the good old friends.
Mhm.
Get down south, see my good friends in Lafayette and Pierre Part in Louisiana down the swamp.
Man, that's cool.
Yeah, swamp boys. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I stay with the Landrys down there. You've seen them on the show,
Yeah.
etc. I was down there a few years before they even started the show, and made friends with them from doing a little excavator work on their properties. And they said, "Oh yeah, you Mr. AG, you got to come back, and we got to have some gumbo, and then we got to go down the river and then down the swamp and catch some gator and catfish and."
Did you even get worried in this conversation?
Yeah, I was getting the whole.
Like, do I really want to go down in the swamp with these guys?
I was just getting the Burt Reynolds Appalachia
That's
thing
right.
happening.
That's right. I'm just saying, because it doesn't matter who says it. When people start saying, let's just go back in the woods, I go, have I known this guy long enough to go in the woods with him? And not in a sexual way, Stephanie. It's not my uncle we're talking about.
Boy.
It's not
Between
her
that
uncle.
and they're offering you their 14-year-old daughter, and
Yeah.
it's like, okay, this will be good.
And see, we laugh because a friend of ours, Doc, who used to be on the show, she votes lesbian, and she's non-Caucasian, and she had some friends out in the little country area of Monroe say, get in this car, let's go get us something to eat. So they start on down the back roads of Monroe, Georgia.
Yeah,
The asphalt in, the gravel begin.
yeah.
They pull up to this little cafe out in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of Confederate flags hanging off the front of the building. And and when she's telling me this story, I'm like, Doc, at any moment, when you heard the tires go from the sound of asphalt to the sound of gravel, and all of a sudden there's nothing but trees, did you start kind of getting curious of what was going on? Then there was the whole cafe in the middle of nowhere with some Confederate flags hanging. I said, did you forget for a second that you're a black lesbian? Did that not occur to you? And she's just like, but they were nice people. I'm sure somewhere down the line they called Charles Manson nice when they were handing out, acid. Hey, he's a great guy. He gave me 4 hits of acid for free. I mean, at what point does people kind of go, I'm not sure about this?
It was more in Lafayette. It was like, oh, it's still kicking.
Oh my God.
Just, just the tail. Okay, just the tail this time.
Oh my God.
AJ, you got the big sharp knife? Okay.
The Crocodile Dundee knife.
Oh my God. Yeah, I can see them joking with you on that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, they're so typecast, stereotypical of every time I'm out here. Paul Hogan has just destroyed America for me.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh yeah. Now that you think about it, because that's what everybody thinks,
And not so much the fact that he was selling really crappy cars after the movies. I think he was selling you guys Subaru Outbacks.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
The commercials. Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah.
So and that was wasn't a car that we even thought of driving back in Australia.
Isn't that
He
funny?
made the clips look like he was in Australia.
Right.
He was going up and down, and there's a kangaroo, there's a koala, there's a crocodile.
Oh, that is so hilarious. Because I hear, let me word it this way. People get offended when I say that. Or say this. So everybody get your offense ready. I hear Mexicans say that the Mexican food, the Mexican restaurants we go to isn't really real Mexican food, that it's just generic garbage that we just eat because we're going to go get Mexican food. So it's just kind of funny that you kind of saying the same thing, kind of like the Subaru. Like, y'all really don't do this, but the guy sure painted the image and sold the hell out of some cars. It's just kind of funny when you think about it. And it's kind of, I guess, like living in any tourist town. The people that live there go, oh crap, here comes the tourists. Let's sell them some bull crap.
Yeah.
Oh, we're a completely backwards culture. I mean, we've got some of the best Mexican food chains on earth, which we call Taco Bill, run by Asians.
Oh my God. That's like a place
cooked by Indians,
There's a place, and y'all are gonna die laughing, and this is gonna sound so horrible. And okay, get your offense ready. But in one of the communities I worked in, doing construction, it's a completely black community, completely black. And then there's a Southern cooking restaurant. So all of us on our breaks or our lunch, we're going to the Southern cooking restaurant, and then it's whites, blacks, we're all going there to eat. And Mr. Kim is the cook.
Yep.
And Mrs. Kim is the owner. And I'm going, how do you have a restaurant called the Johnson's Diner, and there's a bunch of Koreans named Kim running it? What do you know about soul food and Southern food?
Sweet and sour Cajun, all the same.
Yeah. Is this chicken? Meow. Yeah. Sure is. Oh my God! So
what do we now? What do we bring? Oh yeah, look at this.
Oh look, he joked to me about
boomerang.
bringing a boomerang, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, man, I got this in Dunwoody from an Asian guy made in India. No, this is 100% Australian made boomerang.
And they let you travel.
Oh yeah.
Is that a weapon? I mean, do they let you baggage check?
It was originally wrapped in asbestos to get on the plane, but now it's good. Boomerang. It's an old white man's name with stick that comes back. Because the travesty of an Aboriginal icon. Yeah. Being the boomerang. It was basically just a nice shaped elbow in a branch that the Aboriginals back in the day, before when they used to hunt with sticks and spears, etc., they could throw it at something. They didn't think it'd ever come back. The travesty was,
you think about this.
In the early 1800s, or after flight was invented, a Tasmanian guy got onto the design and made it aerodynamic, so it did come back. But the Aboriginals are claiming that they invented the returning stick.
Oh my God.
But they got some nice artwork on there. And
Yeah.
Scotty,
Yeah.
from me to you, from Australia.
That is so funny. I thought he was
Cool.
messing with me. I'm like, how's he gonna get this on a plane? You know the way they are nowadays.
I got my
Pull the plane over. Pull the plane over.
I see.
They don't let you get away with nothing anymore.
Well, did you hear about the guy here this past week?
And
that
thank you for the
snuck-
boomerang.
Are you welcome?
Snuck a monkey past TSA in
Oh
his
my
shirt.
God.
But
But
What
it
is
was a
wrong with
service
people?
animal.
A service animal.
And
Because what? Because the dude had 2 broke wrists? I mean, what?
The seeing eye dog was at the optometrist. Yeah.
That's right.
God.
The
Dude,
seeing
when
eye
we
dog
said
was
don't let
gone.
us catch you playing with your monkey, that's not what we were talking about. You sure got a furry monkey. Well, thank you. Tell him that. I mean, just, oh my God.
Beats the guy who tried to rob a 7-Eleven with a snake. Yeah.
Mm. Now I heard last night another DJ that does an internet radio was bringing up that somebody tried to bring a gun into Walt Disney, down into Disney World, whatever. And it's kind of like, what was you going to do? Target practice in the Small World After All part? I mean, what do you bring a gun into Disney World for? I mean,
Funniest place on earth.
well, it's supposed to be, but I mean, it's just, come on, man, a gun there.
Were they going into the Disney World or the Animal Kingdom?
I'm just heard Disney World. We can research, but I just, I'm shaking my head.
Well,
In
who-
the Animal Kingdom, they were going hunting.
Oh God.
Well, the guy told him that he was a little stressed out, felt like he had a monkey on his back, and
Yeah.
they let him through.
Oh, okay. Good job on that one.
Well, who hasn't wanted to shoot an anatomically correct mechanical bear?
Yeah, why not?
And
Hey, would you sit still? I mean, don't have to worry about him running.
or go to the Wall of Presidents.
Oh my God. Well, I would only shoot the last one. Have
That's
they
what I
installed that
was
one yet?
That's my point.
Secret Service, this is only a joke. We're talking about shooting a mechanical Obama in Disney World.
I got taken to your wall, your great wall, your miniature Ayers rock, flat rock,
Mm.
flat stone. That was good.
That would be
That
kind
was
of cool.
good. One
Where's
cool.
that at?
That away.
You're asking a guy from over there.
From down under.
And see, that was what I thought was so cool about when you called me, because it's like we got listeners, in India and Germany, and so to me, yes, you're kind of you're on the southern of the world, and we're on the northern. So when I get a phone call from Germany, it's like that's kind of cool to me. That's on the other side of the planet. That's cool. But the phone call from you, I'm like, that's truly
Oh, yeah.
on the other side of the planet. I mean, that is truly.
Mhm.
That was just a cool.
You cannot go
experience.
any further until you go back.
Yeah.
That's a long way. That's why 20 hours from just to LA from Melbourne, and then
Mhm.
another 4 hours on Delta to here.
So did you get caught up in all of that?
That was why I was fixing to make a joke.
No. But everyone, everyone at the airport, obviously, they got caught up on the whole electronic thing the other day with Delta, and
You were already here when this happened?
I was already here.
Oh,
Yeah, I
thank
had no
God.
plans coming back, and they weren't getting my room at the Sheraton. So
Right, right. Now, when do you go back to Australia?
18th.
Okay.
I've got to catch another 2 games at Turner Field.
Yeah.
Good luck, Tom, and all the rest. And any listeners who want to actually bring me tickets, they can do so at Just for Fun Radio.
Yeah, yeah. And I was gonna say, stay in touch with me, because we do get people that get some of the. Let me word it this way, because I don't want to get tongue twisted and say it wrong. Some of our sponsors
Mm.
have people that bring in their merchandise and stuff like that generously donate tickets, and we'll get phone calls all the time. Hey, do you want 10 tickets? Sure. But matter of fact, while you're still here, I'll make a text message right now and see if I can get you some.
Oh, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, always a good thing.
So that was last night. Very late, very, very, very late gig, but at Skulls. Give them a little plug, even though they're not a sponsor yet.
No, go ahead.
In in Peachtree, in downtown. That was right next door to Venom Club. That was the comedy gig, hosted by Mr. Van Schnitzel. Van Schnitzel.
Is that a joke, really? Van Schnitzel?
No, Van Schnitzel.
You don't hear that name.
No,
Like
no, that must be his comedy name. His probably real name is Roger or something. But yeah,
Van Schnitzel.
Van
That's
Schnitzel.
like, wow, man, you don't ever hear that name.
it sounds like
Sounds like a movie.
a German vampire killer. or something.
Yeah.
yeah,
There you go.
or
Yeah,
a or,
Van
or, or
Helsing.
quite a nice dish served with a cream sauce. Yeah.
Yeah. They tell you it's Dove. It's really bad. I'm
Hey,
just,
Karina, what would that be?
Yeah, well, he's checking on some tickets now. That's cool.
Yeah, I sent a message out to someone that can usually get tickets. So Hopefully, we can get you some
Who's
tickets.
that,
Oh, that'd
Travis?
be great.
Normally gets tickets.
On the thin budget and all that, going to another state and getting ripped off and actually getting robbed before coming to Atlanta. It's bad. It's like doing a gig in Alabama where they've actually got a swear jar on stage. I said, oh God, that rendered me penniless. It's the last time I do a gig at a Catholic church.
Hey, at least this is the worst part of your story. I mean, you could have been like taken behind a pew by the preacher. I mean, Father, got any cookies?
Oh, well, like if his name was Chipper Jones, I wouldn't have a problem. But, yeah.
Oh, that's our favorite player.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's
I got everything he ever signed, or a bit of everything he ever signed through the auction scene, but still haven't yet to meet the man. But if I met him and he asked me very nicely, I'd do him some favors in the back of the pew.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
being a good heterosexual man that I am, but
That's right. But-
appreciate a good sportsman.
well, there you go. It's all in the bat and the balls, right? And how you handle your swing.
Definitely handle
So,
this thing.
Or
What-
his boomerang.
How did you get into doing the comedy stuff? Because I didn't even know. You know what I mean?
Won a little competition back home, a little open mic night, and they said they were throwing a few people over here for a little tour, the low budget tour. So
It's called the low budget tour. That's
yeah,
actually
pretty much when they give you the itinerary.
that's kind of cool.
When they give you the itinerary and they say Baton Rouge, Motel 6. It's like,
Hey,
it's going to be good.
Stayed in several dozen of those. Look, I'm not a good hotel person. When I say that, it's not that I'm not good in hotels. I don't go for good hotels. I figure I'm only going in this place if I ever have to get a hotel, it's to sleep.
Mm.
I don't need anything luxury. I mean, I just need to pass out. I mean, literally, like if we're on a vacay and we're going to go stay somewhere for 4 or 5 days, say Florida, yeah, I would get something nice. But 90% of the time when I shoot up to Helen on the motorcycle and we decide that we're staying, we just get like the Super 8 or the Motel 6 because I'm only going in there to lay my head down and sleep. And unless they charge extra for bed bugs, I'm really not that worried about it.
Okay. Oh, look, a good Wi-Fi service, being a single guy, is
Yeah.
very handy depending on the porn quality of
Yeah.
your laptop. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to send them down to Belvedere where they have their own porn channel.
Yeah.
We ended up at a hotel one time. It was back when I was a teenager, and I had never been in a hotel that you have seen on TV on like some Hollywood strip kind of hotel. So this guy I was hanging out with, we just literally was getting in trouble for hanging out all over that night because we weren't going home, and the cops were just like, "Look, you stay out of this parking lot." Well, then they'd catch us in another one. And all of us, there was like dozens of us just hanging out that night. So we were like, we're just going to go get a hotel room.
Yeah.
So we all go to get this hotel room, and I'm just ready to pass out. This place was so crappy. I wouldn't do anything. I laid down with my leather jacket on, all my clothes, and I just lay there. I didn't even hardly move. It was the strangest, shady hotel. But then the dude I was hanging out with stayed up all night watching. They only had like 4 channels on the TV, but 2 of them was their own porn channel. And it was horrible. And the whole time, his name was Rot. And the whole time I'm like, dude, turn it down. I am trying to get some sleep over here. And he's like, this is cool. This is horrible. Like, this is something from a bad movie. Worse than the one you're watching.
You don't have the
You got
volume
that
up.
address?
Huh?
You got that address?
No, I haven't been there. Like, I've not driven down that part of Memorial Drive in years, so I don't even know if the place still exists.
It's I don't know. It's weird. Well, I mean, they say you don't have the volume up. They say the most sensitive part of your body when you're doing that is your ears. Who's listening?
No, I'm sitting here thinking, Stephanie,
What?
that's the point. The
I turned the
moaning,
volume
your
down,
ears.
Thank you. I'm muted.
Yeah, but you don't mute yourself.
But
When
this is-
you're yelling at the TV, that's the way to do it, Daddy. That's the way to do it. We're like, Stephanie, you're not supposed to be doing that in the studio bathroom. So now we don't let her go to the bathroom with her phone.
Fell at you.
this is my fault. I got you under that. I was so sorry.
And
Well,
I
look,
got from a listener.
Go ahead.
that-
I was going to say we got to shoot to a commercial too.
Well, I got from a listener that you were talking about Stone Mountain. Is that what you were talking
That's
about?
correct. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, listener. Stone Mountain. Yeah, that was the carvings was impressive. The roller coaster ride, the little chairlift up there, that was good.
The sky lift.
Yeah,
Oh, I hate that thing.
yeah, and but they enjoyed my Australian skin up there, so I got torn up by the bugs as soon as I.
Oh,
Oh, I
God, yeah.
bet.
Go hang out there for a few minutes.
Yeah.
First thing in the morning, and then in the evening, the friggin' we might as well just call them vultures, but the mosquitoes on this lake are horrible at that time.
Probably
You
the
don't have to worry
Yes.
about the Zika virus right now. I'd be more worried about alcohol contamination from all of them because they keep biting and hurt too.
And you're not allowed to swear when you're up there either.
What's that now?
You're not allowed to swear when you're up there either.
Oh, really? Did they
Yeah.
tell you that after
Well-
about the fourth one?
Well, yeah. After about the fifth one, they kicked me off. But that's the only other one incident I've had with police since I've been out here. One was we were driving with a girl, Kelly Green. I hired a Camaro from Atlanta. I thought, right, this is the way we're going to go down the stop. We're not going to go on the bus. So she said, yeah, we'll jump in too. And we're driving along, and the police pulled me over somewhere in the middle of Alabama, and they said, look, you know, your lady friend fell out about 5 miles ago. I said, oh, thank God. I thought I was going deaf.
I can only imagine Orlaw's versus some of yours, and then
Yeah.
and then the South all by itself. Because being here, there's some things that are just even I say stupid. I mean, it just we laugh on the fact that, for instance, they're trying in the square of Covington, they're trying to enforce jaywalking, but yet there's a dude that has walked around screaming at little kids, "You're going to hell." I'm like, wait a minute, you're trying to enforce jaywalking, but then there's this dude yelling at little kids. Like, how does this make sense? You know, you can walk around weird and drunk and stupid, but we don't want you crossing the street in the wrong spot.
Oh, man.
It's dangerous to others' health. And I'm thinking, really? The guy screaming at my kid, that's dangerous for his health.
So we leave freedom of speech alone. But we're going to attack the kids out there on Pokemon Go.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. I mean, I'm just telling you, it's kind of an odd situation. Let us shoot off to a commercial real quick, everybody. We'll be right back. It's just fun. Don't go anywhere. We're going to turn him loose because he's doing some comedy stuff. Let's hear some of it. So everybody hang tight. Also, we're going to make sure he plugs how to find him on Facebook and any other social media platforms.
Yeah.
And we're still live on video. We just go to commercial on the app.
Oh, okay.
So we always tell people that, because if not, we start having like very odd conversations and we have to go, remember the camera's on.
I kind of thought everyone got nude as soon as you went to a break.
Hey, Mike kind of tries that. We have to remind Mike. You should see the video from Monday. Always make a joke about in the movie Striptease, Burt Reynolds rubs himself down with Vaseline.
Oh, Vaseline.
See, Mike kept saying, no, it's baby oil. I'm like, no, dude, it's Vaseline. So we had a huge argument over it, and this has been happening for several months. So we had a guest who was on the way to the gym, short, the muscle shirt, the arms. And Mike said that if 5 people called in and told him, because I dared him, so he had to take Vaseline and rub down the dude's arms.
Oh,
So we got it all on video of him rubbing Vaseline on a guy.
thank God I didn't bring any Vegemite.
Yeah. Well, what was funny is that as the guy's standing like this and Mike's just stroking his arms, and we're kind of going, I mean, this is a little weird. Well, Mike gets up to his fingers and tries to get it in his fingers, and the guy's like, it's creeping me out. And I'm like, wait a minute. You're okay with another man rubbing you down with Vaseline. You're okay with that. Just don't touch my hands. That's a little weird. I'm thinking the whole thing's a little weird. You got this overweight 50-something-year-old guy rubbing you down and stroking your arms with Vaseline, and you're okay with that.
See, I get the whole
That is so funny.
That was a double bass, but Mum puts everything in the dryer. Now, you didn't hear that. I was going to save that one for air.
It's not a ukulele.
No, it's a mandolin. It's pretty much
Kind of like that friend that that goes by the name Madeline. It's very similar. They both get played with by lots of folks.
it's based after a uke, same amount of strings except doubled up. So there's 8 strings on this, where there's 4 on a.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at.
Yeah. when you got a real small fingers.
Good Lord.
Mine are too big.
Yeah.
But it did for the basis of for the limit.
So sometimes are you hitting 2 chords at the same time then
all the time,
to get the sound you want?
all the time with
Okay. So I guess it's kind of the similar as the guy saying he's playing a 12-string guitar.
Exactly.
You're supposed to have that double sound.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
never going.
Yeah, because I can't see that.
He's never going in between.
You'd have to be Korean or Chinese to do that.
Well, Mike, what's his name?
Don't make me choke.
Michael Shamana, a Hawaiian guy who plays the ukulele professionally. That guy's insane. He turns that thing into a 15-string,
Oh my
and
god.
it's only
see.
4. But he's just amazing what he can do with it.
That's funny though. That is. People play them, but you don't ever get to see them because they're not like so frequently seen. Nobody just carries those around, and most time you just see guitars. That's it. Nobody plays those.
Yeah, because I think only is it Diamond Rio that the guy plays one in there.
He's like, I'm gonna bring you a boomerang, and I'm like, okay. I'm thinking he's making jokes, man. He's making jokes.
No. It was better that or Vegemite. I think you would have got a bit more mileage with Vegemite because you could have spread it on crackers and dared everyone. That would have shut everyone up. Though.
Oh my god, we
What
did
is
a dare
that?
one time. You would have died laughing. So, do you know what Nutella is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
so,
the chocolate stuff.
yeah. So there was a talk about people say everything's better with Nutella.
Mm.
Like, okay. So I did a dare.
Oh, no.
Didn't tell everybody exactly. I mean, I left out one key part. So I come down and I go, okay, let's try Nutella on bread. Let's try Nutella on a cracker. And I did a Ritz cracker, then like a white cracker. So everybody just told 2 different crackers. So then I lean down over here and go, sardines with Nutella.
Oh.
And I'm daring everybody to do it. And the stupid thing is when I did this, it all goes, it spills on me.
Oh, no.
The smell alone starts making me just hurl. Everybody else is freaking out, going, I am not eating fish with Nutella. And the smell is just overwhelming to me. I'm out here trying not to puke. Everybody in here is almost puking. Everybody on video is just like, what's going on? And it's just like, we tried to put Nutella on a sardine, man. It just went all wrong.
That's like when y'all were in here doing the waxing that time.
Oh my God, yeah. We
That
had
was
somebody come in
hilarious.
and the dare was to do the waxing.
I saw that.
Oh
I saw that.
my God.
I did see that one.
Because, yeah, she hit me 2 spots at one time. I wasn't prepared, man. Good
Yeah, that was
Lord.
hilarious.
I didn't even go use the
One of
restroom, but
listeners
let's bring them
said,
back.
Kylie.
I guess Kylie Minogue.
There's a lot of things I could do with Kylie, but
Oh,
Yeah.
same here.
playing her.
All right, everybody, we are back. We're just over here having crazy stories of like when we did the Nutella challenge. You know, they say everything is better with Nutella. Well, let me tell you, Nutella on sardines is not what they say it is.
Still a sardine.
Bree, would you want to try some?
No.
I even said she walked in at the end of the conversation when I brought up the sardines and Nutella, and she was just like, ugh. I'm like, yeah, that's what I felt like. When I went to pop the can and it splashed me.
Ooh.
Then the smell, Jesus.
Nutella's nasty.
I'm
Yes,
talking about
it
the
is.
sardines.
Those
mean,
are
they're
nasty too.
but
None of you guys have done the flavored condom thing yet, obviously. No. Oh man. Yeah,
And
they brought
anchovies.
that back at home.
Blended in with a little cat.
Now, what's the strangest thing? Like, you know, we know what commercially we're supposed to think about Australia, but what's the real serious about Australia? Like is Foster really that beer? I mean, you know, is this
Yeah.
we are made to believe stupid stuff. I know.
We export the hell out of that because we wouldn't drink it.
See, somebody else said that about Corona. One of the Spanish guys I know said, you do know that Corona is like piss beer to us, and I went, oh crap, I sure spent a bunch of money on it.
Up Queensland now, that's the north of where I am. They've probably got the best beer in the world. It's called Forex. And we pick on the Queenslanders about that. They call it Forex because they don't know how to spell beer. But that's a good Australian beer.
Right, let me write that down. We'll have to see if we
You
can
get it
ever find
here?
any of that.
Yeah, you should be able to in an export store.
It's just funny when you hear people talk about stuff because you're just like, we want to believe what we see on television, and then it's like you do realize that's not true.
Oh, all apart, well, there is Vegemite, mate. And that is
No.
true, mate. That is breakfast, lunch, and D.
Now,
What is that?
how stupid? Okay, go ahead with that conversation.
Okay,
What-
Vegemite is a vegetable extract with
Uh-huh.
with yeast, salt, sugar. It's hey, sugar. It's we're looking after Americans here,
Yes,
Yeah.
we're diabetes.
but it's but it's cane food. It's just a black mess that that the kids have brought up on from birth, and it's just a salty
Is it-
vegetable-y. I
Kinda
really
like-
should have brought some in.
I mean, it's not
Kinda
even like food.
Is it kind of like peanut butter?
Yeah, it's a
like?
spread. It's a spread. Normally to be have on toast or a cracker or with cheese.
It's almost like our Nutella.
Or 4X.
You're just
Or
used to
4X,
seeing it,
that's
hearing
it.
about it.
There's certain things you cannot eat or drink with it. You got to have it on its own.
Now, here we're made to believe, like right now, one of the hot things is people are buying the odd jerky, like buffalo jerky and kangaroo jerky. For y'all, is kangaroo jerky even a thing?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay, so it's not like just something we're sold on, believing
no.
that it's y'all's thing.
Oh no. We try to not go out of our way to eat what's on our coat of arms.
Right.
But we'll eat kangaroo. We'll eat the emu. They're both on the coat of arms. The reason those two animals are on the coat of the arms, they're the only two Australian native animals that can't walk backwards.
Huh.
That's the weird.
We
thing.
have one of those. It's called redneckstep.
I can't walk forward or backwards. What are you talking about?
This chick's great at left turns. She doesn't know how to do a right hand turn if it saved her life. And she knows how to beep beep. She knows how to back up, but it's really only like one step. Anything more than one step, she's lost.
I'll give it up.
You're drunk.
I'll give it up walking backwards. I took the MARTA this morning, so yeah.
Now I actually like taking the train, and especially because from the airport, people say, "Man, will you drive me to the airport?" No, and only if I have to. I don't want to drive anybody to the airport because I can drop you off at the Indian Trail, and it takes you into the airport. You just get on the train, and get off at the airport. I don't have to deal with nothing. I don't have to drive circles around the friggin' airport. People say that they've made the airport nice for us, and man, you have to sit out there in the cell phone parking. And thank God they now have that, because used to you just did circles around the airport until your person called you to say, "Hey, I'm here." Because if not, it was just a
Burn out
stupid
a
mess.
tank of gas.
And this is going backwards a little bit.
No,
I
it's
know,
fine.
No comment from you. I was asked to tell you that Marmite beats Vegemite's butt. I don't know what
Vegemite. Yeah.
Vegemite. I don't know what Marmite is.
Well, you can tell that. You can tell the English person who sent that in to. No, it's all the same. Train wreck in a tin, but no, Marmite. No. Marmite's just a bit sweeter. That's the difference between Vegemite and Marmite.
Oh, okay.
Vegemite's quite salty, where Marmite's a bit sweeter. So whoever the person,
Just like Coke and Diet Coke.
Okay.
Or to dumb it down,
Like
it
Miller High Life
it would
and
be
Miller High Life.
It would be the difference of Travis not drinking pineapple juice and Travis drinking pineapple juice.
Oh, shut up.
She just got that.
Well, you gotta start drinking pineapple juice now. I mean, Valentine's Day is not too far away.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See what I'm
Oh
saying?
my God.
One's a little
You're
saltier, one's a
bad.
little sweeter. See, I knew it'd take her a minute
You're
to think
bad.
about this.
You're bad. And then I was also asked to ask you if you've ever had Fat Tire beer
Fat Tire beer,
or Amber Ale
amber ale.
or
Oh,
maybe Fat Tire Amber Ale.
okay, Fat Tire is not it's not an Australian product, apart from unless you've got some problem with your car on the side of the
That's
road.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah. But I know. Well, okay. The Victoria, from where I am from in Melbourne, VB or Victorian Bitter is our God-given right of beer in Melbourne. Crown Lager, which is named after the Crown Casino. Lindsay Fox, thanks, buddy.
That's funny.
And but that's pretty much what the limit of what we drink back home. Everything else is exports. Pure Blonde, that's like a diet beer back home. It's full strength, but there's no sugar or no calories in it. So
That'd be right up your alley.
Yeah.
Mostly alcohol and less filling.
Yeah.
I got to go to a bar over here if I want full strength beer. Everything is like, yeah, diet this and diet that and diet that and
Oh, yeah.
like this and like that and like that. And before you know, you got a real great headache.
Now, do
Yeah,
you
'cause
do you
this-
drink? Of course, because this is all the whole stereotype.
Mm.
Do y'all drink hot beer, warm beer?
No.
So that's just another one of them stupid things you've seen on TV. Then
That's another stupid thing. Well, look, in Ireland, different story. You have a Guinness and it's coming out of the tap
Mhm.
at room temperature.
okay.
But
Ew.
it doesn't matter because it's like 15 below over there most times anyway. So you can have a warm beer.
So room temperature's still under 50. I mean,
This is no good. Put it back in the microwave.
Oh my God. I just laugh because I'm thinking, how many stupid things have we seen that you can actually answer? So like, I'm just like rolling it in my head because we've seen so many things that make us think so odd. And then now it's kind of like, we fall for all this stupid stuff. Like we fall for all this stupid stuff.
Bring it on. 20 questions about Australia. I love it. You're all talking about like what we were talking about earlier about Valentine's Day coming up and pineapple juice, etc. Ours is more we combat that with obviously safe sex being
Right.
flavored condoms, what I was talking about earlier on. And that was the myth about, it was about 5 years ago. Thought we'd get a little bit freaky with the girlfriend. It was like, turn the lights off, put one on, and I'll tell you what taste it is, darling. Okay, cool. Turn the lights off. He says, cheese and onion. I said, I haven't got one on yet. Just give me a second.
That was good. Now that
Yeah,
was good. So hey, while we're laughing, man, give us some of the comedy stuff you're doing.
Oh, hey, okay. Well, you wanted to know what was.
Yeah,
earlier
go with
on
that too.
That was.
Stephanie's trying to figure out what to call it.
I was trying to say Magdalene, and
I said it
Yeah.
sounds like Madeline, your friend. They both get played with a lot.
I don't have a friend named Magdalene.
Well, it was a double bass, but Mum puts everything in the dryer.
He shrank it.
Shrank it. That's a my size base.
Really?
Yeah, because my T-Rex arms can actually do that.
Good
babe.
T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the only person I know that when she tries to wipe her butt, she ends up walking in a circle because she just keeps chasing it. And
Well, that's what doctors were saying back home to some of the larger ladies. That was like, with smaller breasts. It was like, doctor, I mean, how do I get my breasts enlarged without, going through horrible surgery? So we just get a little bit of toilet paper and wipe it between your breasts every day. He said, really? So it worked on your ass, didn't it? Okay, that's horrible. Sorry to the big ladies.
But that was funny. I'll have
But,
to see if that works.
But it's all country inspired music back home at the moment. We're adopting more and more of your culture, but every song is more or less starting like. What the hell's with that? Every country song.
Especially Keith Urban.
I'm sitting here laughing because Stephanie a little while ago, he starts playing some of that Deliverance kind of music. And Stephanie's like, oh, my family reunion.
That's next week.
Insane. But more to the country music down south where I've been, in Louisiana, it's all sort of more or less.
Freebird.
Well, my brother's much tighter than my sister. And that's what that's what scared me about the South for a little while.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking he's in Georgia, just like, was that a great decision or what?
But it was cool running into some of your legends down there, just out of New Orleans. A fellow with white hair, a real funny cowboy hat by the name of Tom. He reckons come in and play something like. She's a good girl, loves to swallow, loves anal, and America too. No, And she's
Steph, that's your cousin.
free on Saturday night. But Tom, no, he's a good bloke.
Yeah, he's we like playing him a lot, man. I love seeing just cameos where he pops up in movies. You know what I mean? His music's always been good.
Where was he? Where was he last in the movie? Let me see the what was it with one of your famous American actors who portrays himself as a hero in almost every movie. I don't mean Tom Cruise.
Oh, probably Kevin Costner. He's
Yeah,
always
that was it.
yeah.
The Postman.
The Postman.
The Postman.
Yeah, actually, that was on again the other day.
Like the one-liner in it was fantastic. You used to be famous.
Yeah,
I know you.
yeah. Can you imagine like a rocker like that being like a mayor?
Oh, he's a mayor.
Yeah, can you just imagine like, okay, everybody, we're gonna legalize pot on Saturday night, along with drinking, just as long as you keep it on the sidewalk. I mean, it would just be hilarious.
Vote one, Tom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it'd be a picture like this. His picture would be, you know, could you imagine all the T-shirts? Vote for Tom.
Imagine Snoop Dogg as mayor.
Oh my God,
Snoop Dogg for president.
that would be
That
scary.
That would be.
That'd be
extremely
scary.
Well,
Did
you know,
you
him and Martha Stewart. Are
Yeah, I was
starting
just
up a
fixing to
new
say that.
cooking show.
Yeah, they're starting up a cooking show.
For real?
For
Yes.
real.
Like
yes.
you're joking with me?
No,
No, it's for
What
real.
is it?
Snoop
Pot
Dogg.
brownies?
Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart
Yeah,
doing a cooking show.
What
And they're
could they
gonna have
possibly
some-
do?
they're gonna have different celebrities on
chicken.
each week. Like, there's only so much fried chicken you can do.
What's the paper called that comes from pot?
Rice paper.
Hemp paper.
Hemp. So what him and her together? What is like? They're making hemp pillows and hemp shoes and. I mean, it's Martha Stewart.
You guys
Yeah.
elect so many weird people to these high power positions.
No doubt.
I was like, we're coming from California, and the last thing I heard about the governor.
Oh God,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
And he
Yeah.
did. How stupid is this? You're here in the world and you do your maid,
Mm.
and then you lose everything. Do y'all have people do stupid like that, or is it just the United States?
Well, we've got our fair share of stupid. But I mean, to back up poor Arnie, I mean, yeah, he did try to cover up with the best comment I think I've ever heard. It was like, me and Marine have decided to move out of Compton.
Oh my God. I literally look at him like he had a real good answer, and he does that. I didn't know what to say. I'm just like, oh my God.
And yeah, I've got a little sty on my eye, so I've got the green card now.
Oh Jesus. Okay, we got
Yeah.
Brett keeps lighting me up. It says Snoop will teach you how to cook marijuana oil with marijuana oil, and Martha Stewart will teach you stocks. So together, the two of them could really use her skills and his skills and go into the, buying stock in all these pot companies.
Mm.
Yeah.
Make a couple of mil. He'd be stoned. They both end up in prison.
I don't think Snoop would,
Why?
because he Snoop the double G.
I was fixing to say, you can't even spell it. Did you hear her stall? Because he Snoop D-O, and in her mind, she's going, 2 G's, he Snoop 2 G's.
She's
Leave me
just,
alone. My brain's not awake yet.
she's just got a stutter. That's all right.
Yeah, exactly.
So we got this big event this weekend. So we're supposed to be in the football stadium up in the announcer's booth making announcements. And I've said to Steph, I don't know if you can do this because she sometimes freezes up while reading. So then the woman, I printed it out and I'm like, who the hell can read that anyways?
It looks like ants on the page.
So I sent her a picture while I'm holding it in my hand saying, I think you need to retype this because each one of those squares, because it's a competition, like a boot camp type competition. And each team, there's like this information we're supposed to speak over the microphone to talk about this team. And I'm like, that's just each team, give me a whole separate piece of paper that we can actually read, because that's just not, because I can just see it now, a team called the Cream Puffs. Can you imagine her mispronouncing that?
You know, when
There would be a bunch of heavy people, and she'd call them the Dream Puffs or something, and then it would just piss a bunch of people off.
Cheesy poofs.
bad when they're
See?
giving you that paper and you've got to go for the magnifying app on your iPhone.
I
Just
know.
to,
Yes.
it was like, and yeah, coming out on the 40-yard line
Yeah, it's gonna be a hot mess.
is Snoop the dog.
Snoop 2 G's.
2 G's, double G. You were talking about stupid people back home. We probably had the most stupid looking prime minister, which actually did the best thing in Australia, which we're waiting to get onto, were the guns. It was John Howard in 94.
Right.
Yeah, we had our tiny little massacre.
Yes, man. And then we always talk about how the gun thing kind of
And he said, right, no more guns. Within 2 years, he got them all.
got it. Yeah.
All of them. All 400 of them in
Yeah.
Australia. Yeah. That was
Yeah.
cool. We got them all back. And
Yeah.
everyone got paid good money for them, and no
Right.
one got in trouble for having illegal ones.
Yeah. And nobody has any hidden ones anywhere in Australia.
Oh, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
We laugh when we hear about this because it's like when we have our people try to argue gun laws, we're like, you do understand us law-abiding citizens will try to follow your law.
Yeah.
But the guys that already illegally have guns are still going to have illegal guns.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to stop this. And everybody goes, well, look what happened in Australia, because you're not going to stop it.
No.
There's way too many. And here in the South, I can tell you, I know cats that have dug up their backyard and doing electrical work. We always used big PVC. Well, I know several guys from back then that were taking big PVC, putting caps on them, and then screw caps on the other end, and putting AR-15s in them and burying them in their backyard.
There you go.
So all they got to do is go back there, dig a little hole, unscrew it, pull their guns right out. These people, you're not going to stop this. These people are on it, man. For every one you try to stop, there's another one smarter down the road that'll figure another way to hide it. And,
Oh,
and the
this
crooks are doing that too.
This is the US, man.
Yeah,
You got your. We have the right to bear arms. We have
That's
the right to arm bears. We can give the cat an Uzi.
Well, as long as the cat's not Korea, because
No.
the Koreatown, they're eating that one. So I just love it, man. I keep just thinking, God, he's got so much. Just to us too, like we look at stuff and laugh about what the difference is in Australia. But how funny is it to you to see us? Like how stupid do we look compared to you guys? Like when you get home, do you go, well, let me tell you about these dumbasses in Atlanta?
No.
You can start with this one here, just like it hurt.
No.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
there
I
were-
could
I
keep you
just-
entertained for hours.
Especially from
days.
Atlanta all the way through down to the Panhandle. I realized that there's three things you don't mess with America: God, guns, and NASCAR.
Yeah. Oh, good. No. Yeah.
It's like,
NASCAR.
That's it. Yeah,
I don't
can't
watch
mention
NASCAR.
that word.
Yeah. Okay. So what collector plates do you have hanging on your wall?
Mine are the
John
John Wayne.
John
That's
Wayne.
that's different. That's the Duke.
And you don't have any Earnhardt stuff.
I don't know.
No. You're not going to try to snag me on a technicality. In your house, what collector plates are hanging in your house?
John Wayne.
John Wayne.
Have you just not put the Earnharts back up in the new
I
house?
don't have Earnhardt collector plates.
You used to tell me
They're
that you did.
pictures.
Oh my Christ. See, she's trying to technicalities.
difference.
She's trying to
There
hang me
is
on
a big
technicalities.
difference.
So you have the John Wayne collector plates, but only
Uh-huh.
Dale Earnhardt pictures.
Yes.
Any pewter stuff laying around there too?
No Jeff Gordon.
What do you mean pewter stuff?
Not computers. Pewter's
I
a
know not
material.
Computer.
Like back in the day when they sold the, if you act now, we'll throw in the extra pewter Civil War reenactment chess set.
But
oh
wait,
no, my
but wait, there's more.
There's more.
my
Hold in the next
wolf-
5 minutes, and you get the limited edition Snoop Dogg wall hanger.
See?
my wolf plates aren't up yet.
Your wolf plates. See?
I
See?
have my Star Wars Hot Wheels that are gonna be on the wall. I have my Star Wars stuff.
So you tried to hang me on a technicality. It's only John Wayne plate, Scott.
Yeah, because it is. I have.
So you
wolf.
hang on the plate word and
Yeah.
not the fact of what the conversation's
There's
about.
a difference between a plate and a picture.
This is
The
the same girl.
difference.
This is the same girl that at their old house
The old
You
house.
can't
Had-
drink off the plate.
had-
but you can in a pitcher.
had they had 3 grills,
Yeah.
maybe 4. Listen, watch. One of them was used to help hold the deck up
Not the deck.
over the top of the doghouse or something.
It was to hold the roof of the doghouse up.
Oh,
That was on
man.
the back deck.
They should make you work for these collector series. Like the day they bring out the Pokemon crochet kit that you can make table mats. This is
Yeah,
this
she's
is
gonna start knitting
Pikachu.
us some pot holders,
Yeah.
Pokemon pot holders.
Don't put your beer on the Pikachu cup holder.
Ask her what she was doing yesterday at about 11 or 12.
Yeah, okay. Holiday Inn chasing Pokemon.
Old Town Conyers chasing Pokemon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna say it's look. That is probably it's the best thing to happen to a society with that enjoys their fast food. Oh, I'm gonna say to all the fat people out there, fantastic.
Yeah, they said
Pokemon
everybody's
Go.
exercising.
Let's get
you
the
know?
fat kids outside. I saw a
Yeah.
guy walking back from the gig last night down Underwood. He had his water bottle. And yeah, he would have been 480 pounds, but man, he was going for it. He was shooting them Pokemon. He was beating off people with bloody razor wire. Yeah.
I wonder how many black eyes or broke nose have occurred from people walking like that. You know, like how many walls have been run into? Somebody told me, I think it was my wife said they illegal the Pokemon in Iran because people are trespassing.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh,
a
it-
whole country now has said no more.
Yeah.
Oh, it says when you if you did the update, when you open it up, it says do not trespass or go into dangerous areas. I'm trying to get it to pull up. And if you're
So
in the
that
car-
means just
That's what
because
Trevor
he's
said.
your 14th cousin on your mama's side, that doesn't mean you have permission to go in his backyard, Steph,
I wouldn't go in his
or
backyard.
bathe in his water thing that he is for the birds.
And it says remember to be alert at all times and stay aware of your surroundings. And it says do not play Pokemon Go while driving.
I just
It
got.
says that now.
I better leave Pokemon alone before my
Where's the
wife gets
fun
me.
in that?
And how many people abide by that?
I got Nikki and Winder going. I just love this guy. He is awesome.
Yeah, I love that.
Are you looking in the
Thank you, Nikki.
Not talking about you.
Are you looking in the mirror again, Scotty? Come on,
No,
man.
talking about you, man. Talking
That's
about you.
Thanks, Nikki.
So tell
Single,
everybody.
available, like long walks in the park, shooting Pokemon, reading books with a lot of colourful photos in there, and enjoy downloading mass loads of porn in hotels with good Wi-Fi. Single and ready, baby, you and me are along the home plate. Turner Field next Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day they're there. All but the 18th. I got to get home on the 18th. So
Now, tell everybody how to find you. I'm not trying to wrap this up or nothing, but tell
Yeah.
everybody how to find you on your Facebook or any other
it's,
social media.
Andrew Johnson or AJ. That's it. Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. That's the one. Andy
Oh, that'd
Johnson
be
or AJ.
easy. Andrew Johnson. Wonder how many are in America.
That's it. We picked the worst name.
I was going to say Johnson's such an American stereotype name. Johnson and Smith,
That's it.
you know?
That was hard being at Atlanta
that
Airport,
was
losing
Smith
your
or Wilson?
baggage.
Oh, my
Saying,
God.
Would Mr. Johnson please come to baggage claim? It was like, I'm obviously the only white guy rocked up there, but there was
50 of you fighting
Yeah.
over the bag. What's in it? What's in it, man?
Yeah,
what's
what's
in it? Tell me what's in it. I'll tell you if it's mine.
Pikachu.
Hey, brother, I bet you there's
Pikachu.
iPad in there. Bet you there's
Yes.
an iPad in there.
Oh, you know it, man. The iPads are everywhere nowadays.
But yeah, that's all I get. Apart from there and the odd Hotel 6 and Sheridan and Atlanta, that's the only place to find me at present until back in LA on the 18th.
So was last night your only comedy show that you got going on?
Nope. One more tonight.
Okay.
One more tonight.
Yeah,
at
plug
Skulls.
exactly how to find it.
Oh, it's Skulls on what did I say before?
Laughing
On
Skulls and
Petrie.
Venom.
5 points.
Yeah, it's Venom. It's in up in Midtown on
That street.
Peachtree.
Peach Street.
Right. But the name of the location's what?
Or Venom. Venom's easy
Venom.
to
Okay.
find.
That way everybody knows look up Venom
And
and
the
go
Comedy
check them
Lounge
out.
is right next door. So that
And I'm sure he could cut loose a little more there instead of having to worry about holding back so much
Yeah.
here on
oh yeah,
morning radio.
I'm
So,
so got to hold back.
yeah,
mate,
you be
it's-
prepared for tonight.
Oh, it's a Yeah, it's trying to creep out of me, mate. It's the Australian in me.
I know, dude. Look, if it was on a night show, we could just turn you loose. On a daytime show, because we're being played in locations, businesses, and stuff, we try to keep it
Absolutely.
PG-13 as much as possible. Nighttime shows is just totally different. But of course, you're doing your shows tonight, so you can't be here on a night show. So, but yeah, it's and the good thing too is anytime I know the time difference, but anytime you want to call in, I mean, you can call in at any moment. I think it would really be cool to get a phone call from Australia. You know, and I know the time difference because I think it was 3 o'clock when you called me, 3 o'clock our time, but I think it was like 5 y'all's time that morning that you called me.
5 a.m.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just funny. You don't think when the phone rings and you look down, and like he hit me up the other day, and the number, I'm not gonna give out his number per se, but when you
No, you can do that.
when you for all single ladies, but when you look down at your phone, I'm trying to find it because it's just such an oddity. So it says plus the plus sign 61 and then goes 408 and then gives all these, and it says Australia underneath it. And you're kind of like, is this another one of them telemarketers? What the hell do they want? You know, because I keep getting all these weird phone calls anyways. But then when you see that, you're like, huh.
I think you'd be awesome on a ladies' talk show.
Wouldn't it be funny?
But he's
That
got
would
a
be
show.
hilarious.
Yeah, he's got a
tonight.
show tonight.
I know.
Oh,
Uh-oh,
that's
I just
tonight.
started calling somebody.
He's
G'day.
calling Australia.
Yeah, g'day, Scotty. How are you?
Yeah, I have no idea who I was dialing just then.
I got onto one of those telemarketers, religious one. Well, it's sort of religious. They asked me if I believe in reincarnation. I was like, "Oh, hang on. Yeah, well, yeah, okay. No, I figure certain people would be nice reincarnated. I certain people say, "Oh, Kurt Cobain." There you go. He said, "Oh, he's going to come back a dolphin," and you can't say that around certain people. Say, "No, man, don't pick on Kurt." I mean, he'd be a good dolphin. He's already got a hole in his head. So
Oh,
At least he'd have a bath too.
too soon.
no, I'm
No,
totally
not for him.
no.
He's dead ski now. So
Yeah, man. I actually went and saw some pictures of that. That was kind of
really, they publicized it.
yeah, man. Rotten go to
Rotten
Tomato.
yeah.
God, dude.
Rotten.
Some of the pictures are just like why, but then some of them you look at and go, holy shit, did I just really see that? Like
I don't believe it.
Tupac, dude.
They can get
X marks the spot. Like
they can get photos of that, and they still can't. We still can't get photos of
Kylie Minogue.
no, well, can't. A lot of things I'd like to do with Kylie.
Way to go, Jeff.
you just
ADD.
distracted him, boy. You talk about a hot chick. His mind just went to the whole other field.
Who was
thought
the
Mike
who was
was
the
off
idiot?
today.
The idiot that they shot overseas when Obama was
Oh,
Those
Hussein.
yeah.
Hussein.
Well, not him. The big one. The big
Bin
bearded
Laden.
one.
Bin Laden.
Bin Laden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we still can't see publicized photos of what happened to him.
because it didn't really happen.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Kennedy only was shot by one fella.
Oh,
Yeah,
There
right.
we go. Knock, knock, knock. Secret Service.
Bin Laden's still around. He's down smoking joints with double G's.
It's going to be tonight at 5. Martha Stewart, D.O. double to the second G power, and Bin Laden will be showing you how to do Happy Hanukkah with pot plants.
Oh man. What the hell is
How to
this?
burn one.
What the hell is this? That's a dead one of them. It's all right. Yeah.
Oh. Oh my God. All right, everybody. Let's shoot off to another commercial real quick. I know that we get a little behind sometimes on those. We'll be right back. Make a restroom break out of this too. Everybody stay tuned. I'm sure he's got some more funny stuff coming. And honestly, we're so busy laughing that I kind of keep losing track of time. Hang tight.
Ugh.
NHA, turn it
Time's
in.
the show starting tonight? What time's the show starting tonight?
Doors open at 8 o'clock. I think
Look, that black horse, I almost had walking through it.
they're upgrading me tonight. I was on 11th last night, so with a bit of luck, I'll be on 3rd or 4th tonight.
Awesome, dude. Look, she's got a mini bottle of Robitussin.
Thanks so much.
basically, I guess, took a baseball bat or something and hit every other mailbox. Huh? Oh. Yipper, hey, get this magazine for me. It just throws it in, but it's messing up the white. Messes up. Y'all want to ask questions like, what got you here? Like how did he meet all these people in the United States? What brought you to the United States? There's a story behind it somehow. And then what led you to do comedy? Like what made you want to get on a stage and be the funny guy? Have you always just been the funny guy? Yeah, that's so odd. Somebody that hates us so bad. Have you already sent a text or anything to ask? Caller? This is the lady. Because the thing is, too, 8:30, we would have to be there at 7:15, and it's an hour away. That is another downfall, too.
You and I only been to one, right?
I can't remember.
I was
Me and you
Okay.
did a lot back in the early 90s, and there's a lot of blank spots sometimes.
Well, I was telling him we had gone to a Braves game, and there's this guy drunk. The security was trying to escort out, and they had like two of them, and he still won't go. Then he locked his hands onto the guardrail, and finally, this one heavyset black security lady pulls out a baton, starts beating his hand with it to get him to let go. White guy, drunk off his ass, starts screaming, Rodney King, Rodney
Oh
King,
my
in the
God.
middle of the stadium.
That would be
It
crazy.
was hilarious. They finally got him off, man. It took like 7 of them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. So AJ, I just am fascinated by all of this. What, like, you met all these people
Yep.
in America. What brought you here to begin with to meet all these people?
Oh, okay. Originally, I was doing some research for my mum's a genealogist back home.
Okay.
She got 3 books out, 2 are bestsellers within the genealogy, all about shipping. And she had a bit of Australian memorabilia, which actually came from America. Apparently, we are related to, in South Carolina, just out of Charleston, some plantation owners, because she did a lot of books on shipping.
Right.
When you came here back in the day, you didn't
That was, yes, South Carolina was the main port.
well, that's it. You didn't come here on an A380. You
Yeah.
came here on a ship.
Mm-hmm.
So she was doing all the research on the tall ships, and she had some names when they went to the port of where it be Barbados or, unfortunately, the slave traders.
Yes.
They had their original name at the port, and they kept that information on the boat when they got to the plantation before they were given all their plantation names. Like, what's your name? Okay, we're not gonna. Okay, your name's Nick.
Right.
Okay, so they've got all those old names, and Mum's grabbing all those old names, and she's putting them all in a book. So the people from the past know who they were,
Right. Right.
and that's what brought me out here.
Okay.
Originally.
Yeah, that's just cool because, like you're saying, the cats, in Louisiana, and I'm thinking, what got you here to begin with? Like, how did you just meet all these people? Because it's really fascinating to think you basically traveled to the other side of our planet.
Katrina got me out here originally
Okay.
because what happened down there was just a joke.
Right.
That was just an obscene,
Horrible,
obscene joke. Putting all these people below water level
Mm-hmm.
in housing. No,
Yeah.
wrong.
Right.
So I went out there voluntary, got on an excavator, and just basically was fed big rocks from another floating barge with an engineer saying, "We want that one there."
Yeah.
And so I was.
You're
doing
just
that.
moving it then. So just doing the construction end of it, you started meeting people then.
That's it.
Okay.
Troy from Swamp People came out there and said, "Oh, you're pretty good in that machine. You want to come to my property and dig out a channel for the back of my house, and so I can bring my boat all the way to my back of my house." I said, "Yeah, no problem, mate."
Wow.
So-
Isn't that just falls under the right place at the right time, and everything just meshes together. That's cool though. So I was asking, because I was just sitting here thinking, I'm like, how did he get here? Like, you just don't think about it. And I always try to tell people the good thing about that we do on this radio show is we try to let people look into other people's lives and see things differently. So it's just kind of cool because I'm like hearing you say Louisiana, and I'm like, what makes a guy go from Australia to Louisiana? Like, what was the urge that said this is where you had to be, and now you're doing comedy. So then that even brings up what brought you into that world too,
It was so Queensland out here. Like, Queensland's sort of like our slowed down rendition of Australia, mate.
Mhm.
Kind of like Alabama.
That's it.
There you go.
So from Atlanta, anywhere south, that's my part of the country.
Okay.
I was like, as soon as I'm in LA, it's all about, "Hey man, you want to know my rap CD?"
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that would be
Right.
horrible.
Or I got accosted by the Scientologists in Hollywood.
Oh geez.
I can imagine.
And I was just hanging out for the day that I was accosted by them, and I was like, "Oh, yes, finally, they're going to approach me," and I couldn't wait to say, "Yeah, you electrocuted my pregnant wife, man." I've never had 4 people backstep so quickly and actually remember me. You get a whole lot of people when you're walking down the street, and they'll forget and they'll hit you up again. Like,
Mhm.
have you heard about this charity? This great charity, we're purifying water this week.
Oh my God.
But they remembered me every time I walk. Oh no, don't ask this guy again. Don't. Apparently, we killed his wife.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Now, yeah, I don't have a wife, obviously, but it was appropriate at the time. I mean, I got an ex-girlfriend, 18 years ago. I'm sure she'll come back.
Eventually.
Like, she'll be back. It was just a misunderstanding. It was like, the last thing she said to me was like, "Andy, come around, baby. There's no one home." So I came around then. She was right. Man, I was locked out of the house for like 3 days.
Oh my God.
But when things were good, things were great.
Right.
She's like, she said, "Oh, tonight you can tie me up and do whatever you want." They're great. Tied her up, and I went to the pub. But this is what I wanted to show you too, Scotty. This was probably on the second meeting with me and Troy down at the swamp, and I and just a little batter between the two of us.
All right, I'm gonna play
Oh,
this.
the shoot 'em, Elizabeth, shoot 'em, shoot 'em.
Yeah,
and
Troy Landry from the show Swamp People. Good bloke.
I'm actually gonna plug this in so we can hear it.
Oh,
My-
okay. Yeah, you can do that.
My mom actually he was at some like a car show and met him and got his autograph and got her picture made with him.
Funny guy.
If you and him tried to carry on a conversation, it'd take a few minutes.
Oh, we did a Vegemite ad and everything. It
Hey
was
Scott, could you imagine redneck Steph and Morgan, my daughter?
Oh my God.
No, I was so lost.
I would love
yesterday,
to
it was not
video
even
them two
funny.
sitting side by side
No,
having a story conversation. Like let her tell a story and then let Steph say, well, let me tell you what
well,
me one
My
time.
My daughter's a barista.
At
When
band camp.
she talks like 30 times faster than most normal people.
And she works at Starbucks where they have like 14 names for one coffee.
Yes.
Can she come to one of my gigs? Maybe she'll be able to understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. Stephanie's the only person I know that can go to the McDonald's drive-through window that, you know, the machine keeps cutting off as they're talking and Stephanie understands what they say. And then they get, you know, Stephanie pulls up and the woman looks at her and just is like, I didn't catch, was the machine messing up? No, just talk this way. I mean, you know, I mean, Mel Tillis at least had a stutter. She has a
Ever.
pause. We don't understand it. It's just a pause. It's not a stutter.
She won 3
Yeah,
per-
it is a fun-
and a large.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
450.
We
I'm
keep
gonna
telling
say
her,
the figure's good. 450.
you know, most women her age, it's called menopause. Hers is just a pause. We don't really know what it is. All
That's
right,
not
let's play this one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all don't find he got a bad accent. Man, that sound like he's from Australia or something.
He's my long lost brother. He used to be called Kevin.
Shoot him, Boudreaux, shoot him.
That's funny with the two accents. Could you imagine them at a Korean restaurant or a Chinese restaurant trying to order food?
No.
I'm only laughing because then you put the three of them together.
Well, I
That
would
was
love
so
that.
funny.
Oh man,
That would be awesome.
it is.
That Mike's not here. We take him to Mandarin Garden where Mike gives that
Oh
woman
my
hell.
gosh.
I am enjoying your weather here so much.
Yeah, that's what I was
What's
going to
the
ask
weather
you.
like?
You wouldn't
In
have
Aus-
enjoyed it a month ago.
Yeah, in Australia, isn't it?
Have you any idea how cold it is in Melbourne?
That's what I was going to.
Now explain that to me. People try to explain that when it's summer here, it's winter there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how does that make sense? Because the earth travels around the sun and we get further from the sun and that's when we get our winter. How do we have winter and you have summer and vice versa?
Because we're from the land down under, mate.
I don't get it.
All right. Well,
I
okay,
guess our
December-
axis is spinning.
It is, yeah. December 25th. Okay, there's a good example.
Yeah.
Christmas. Yes.
Right now, can you imagine eating a beautiful hot lamb roast, pork, hot pudding on a 100-degree day?
Ugh.
That's
That-
Christmas in Melbourne.
How does
Being
that
a
make
lamb
sense to
anyways.
me?
We wonder why we pity our mothers so much on that day.
Oh my God.
They won't let you help them in the kitchen or anything. Mum, anything I can do? No, it's fine. Get out. Go have a beer with your father. Get him off the roof. That's why I live in close with I'm not with my parents, but I bought a house around the corner
Right.
just to be with.
Yeah, that's
Mom and
cool
Dad.
though. I wish I could be like that with my parents.
They're in their 70s now, and you
Yeah.
know you're going to get that phone call. It's
Yeah.
like your father's on the roof again.
Yeah.
Because you retire as an old person. What do you do in Melbourne? You get or any part of the world. Old people, they get infatuated with the weather.
Yeah.
So what do? They put a weather station up on the roof
Oh my God.
with an iPad, digital, cool, everything. Dad's got 4. That and water tanks. Ugh. Water tanks.
My
He's got a-
grandfather was almost 90 and we were there. He was a pack rat. And I kind of think that's where I got my little tendencies from. So he just keeps bringing home junk. Oh, I'm going to fix that fan. Granddaddy, they threw it in the garbage for a reason. Oh, I'm going to fix it along with the other 40 fans that are in the garage. So when we're out there building the shelves, he walks into the friggin' garage and he walks out and we're not really paying attention to him. He just walks in. You see this little frail dude walk out and we're over here and you hear us with our DeWalt drills and you just keep hearing the drill noise and all of a sudden you hear bump, bump. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And I walk outside. He's trying to crank a chainsaw. I'm cutting this limb. I can't see the mailbox. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, would you stop? He's just bored. He was just bored. And I keep visualizing my mom and my dad's going to be like this.
That's Dad, yeah.
And Mom's already threatened. She's like, I hate to say when your dad passes, I'm coming to live at your house. I'm like, oh, no way, man. I can't I moved out of your house to get away from you. You can't threaten to come to my house now.
Dad does the same thing. He'll go to the tip with a trailer load. He'll bring back more than he left with.
Oh, my God.
It's like bought a box home with like, it had 400 brand new ice cream lids in it. Like it was from some manufacturer that did ice cream lids. Plastic lids.
But why?
Mum asked, well, what are you going to do with that? These are Christmas presents for the grandkids.
Sounds like Travis.
See, we didn't get Frisbees out there until the 70s.
Oh, my God. That was their...
The promo on Frisbees were, you and a friend and an ice cream lid. The original commercial was you and a friend and a Frisbee.
And of course, I don't know what the companies of their ice cream would be, but I could just see all the kids going, so you got another Mayfield Frisbee? Yeah, that's what it is.
Our names over there for certain products are insane. Stuff like that we couldn't use back here in America, like our cheese. And this is embarrassing, but I'm just going to show you a photo, and you can tell me whether or not it's worthy. Actually, I've done with the photo. The cheese, and it comes with a lot of other brands, is called COON, and that's our cheese brand name. That's an Australian iconic product. Coon cheese.
Coon cheese.
And we're not.
Yeah, over here, that's not really an acceptable thing because no matter how you say it, people try to make it sound bad.
That's right. Yeah.
That is crazy.
And that just, to me, it makes me think of getting a raccoon and making cheese out of.
But it's the difference of like Alex. Alex can say FAG, and it's not the same of what we would.
Yeah,
so like, and the way he says it doesn't sound offensive. Now I say it, everybody in the world's pissed off.
Yeah, well, it's usually foreign affairs in Ghana, isn't it?
Yeah, see. So it's just funny when you just know the difference, I just visualize so many different things because we've been led to believe one thing, and it's just it seems totally to be a different thing. I mean, I could just see your stand up, you could probably go on for hours just about the things that, because if we see it odd, then that means most of America probably sees it odd, which you could just make fun of us all day long about how we see things and y'all see things.
Well, everything that we think is odd, you guys probably think it's normally like Stephanie milking a raccoon to make cheese.
Yeah, but ask her how many animals she really has milked.
All right. Have we been to Bali? Have we milked goats? No, there's nothing like good goat milking for the goats.
Now, that would be normal.
Yeah,
That's
that would be normal.
That would be normal.
Oh, we've done a cow, obviously.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, when I was in elementary school, yeah, when I went to
Tried milking a fish once.
No, I didn't. You can't milk a fish.
She's probably going to try it now, though, Jeff. Thanks.
They don't have teeth.
I tried, but it got stuck in the straw.
Steph, just go ahead and tell him.
You've milked the cat, right? The mouse was hungry. You had to milk the cat.
I had to see if the milk was in to see if it was close to being time for labor. So yes, I've milked a dog.
Okay.
I can't even imagine that phone call. Doc,
the vet told me to
Doc,
do it.
How can I tell if my dog is pregnant? Well, Steph, shave your mustache so that it does not irritate the dog's boob.
No.
But what I need you to do is get down there real close to it.
No, my mouth was nowhere on it. I did it with my fingers. Thank you very much.
Bree's just not even saying anything.
Bree's dying.
So just make sure when you go home, you make a redneck joke about Steph milking a dog.
You milk the dog.
Travis, you want some cream for your coffee? Cream's in. Dog's pregnant too.
But going back to Alex real quick.
Oh my God. I got fresh squeezed cream, and the Dotson is pregnant after all.
I want to see the Scooby-Doo episode where that is. What's that, Raggy?
Well,
Steph can't even talk.
Alex sent this in that you probably didn't think you'd hear this in Georgia, but he wants me to remind you that England won the series 3-1.
England
Or
won the series.
3-0, excuse me.
Okay,
3-0.
was this cricket we were talking about? It must be. It must
I
be.
don't know. He didn't say.
Alex, if you're talking cricket, nothing says it better than a whinging pom. So good on you, mate. You just keep crying when it comes to World Series in around Christmas or Boxing Day when you guys are over again, and we're going to be giving that grateful chant that England are wankers. We can say that over here, can't we? Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm all for it.
he's called a wanker quite.
I'm going backwards a little bit because I didn't answer my wife's text. It's almost 30 minutes ago. If he can log into my Pokemon Go account whenever he gets back home to Australia so that I can catch some of the coolest ones over there, that would sure be awesome.
I look for your wife. I'd happily open an account.
Yeah, man. Me and my wife are riding past the Walmart and trying to hit this red light that we have to turn to go down the access road. And as we're sitting at a Walmart, at the red light rather, I hear this frantic kind of sound where my wife's like, "Oh my God, you need to pull over." And I'm thinking, is she fixing to vomit or something? Because we're facing the expressway, left or right on the access road, but I'm kind of stuck where I have to turn left now because of where I'm sitting. And she's like, "Turning over to Chuck E. Cheese." And I'm thinking, the hell is going on? She goes, "There's a double-headed ostrich." And I'm looking going, that's some cool stuff. Where the hell is there a double-headed ostrich? Because I want a picture. And she's like looking at her phone going, "Look." Oh, that game. I'm like thinking, cool. Did somebody just drive by with a double-headed ostrich hanging out of the back of a truck or something?
Yeah, it's like something you get at Arby's. You get fries with that?
Yeah, God. Last time I heard somebody yell double-headed anything, we were at a starship.
Or a Star Trek convention, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. So you got any other goofball things you can play on that? I just find it funny. He started playing some Deliverance-type music and Stephanie's like, "Oh, my God, it's the family reunion. You got any biscuits?"
Biscuits and gravy.
I was going to I'll give you something serious because I know it's not all about fun and games. It was like I usually end it with your famous Eddie Vedder.
Okay.
With probably about the only song he ever did on a mandolin. Not that I'm going to sing it, but if the rest of you know the words, you can sing along. Basically, it was a movie called Into the Wild. It was about a young kid came from America.
That's a good movie, Alaska, by the way. Yeah.
Just to masturbate in a caravan.
Yeah. And the ending sucked, by the way, guys. It was a great movie, and then it just ends so terribly.
An old school bus.
Just damn.
But it was something like. Whoop, let's not pick the right way. Let's try again. I'm just swapping picks.
That's pretty cool.
I love my good picks.
Hearing that is just cool. No, but it's cool because you don't. Again, we were talking about the mandolin, and you don't see. Leave it to redneckstep to correct me on the pronunciation of something wrong.
What it was made over here. It's made by Nashville.
But you don't see too many people play them, so it's really cool to actually see one because you see them so rarely on television or anything. Pardon me, I'm about to.
Bless you.
Bless
Oh,
you.
no, that was good.
Oh, thank you. Sorry about that.
That was good.
Sorry for the shower, Bella.
Poor
This
dog
dog
in the car.
sneezes, snores, farts. I don't want to turn the show into that, but we're watching TV and she's laying in front of the fireplace. TV's over the fireplace. Me and my wife can just be talking about anything. It can be joking, it can be serious or anything. But it seems like every time either the room gets real quiet and there's something serious on TV, or we're right in the middle of a serious conversation, the dog doesn't even move. She doesn't even wake up, and you just hear, and of course the big fart sound behind it. And I'm just like, how do you not know? You remind me of my grandmother. My grandmother would do that. My grandmother had hearing aids. So before she passed away, she couldn't hear all that great. So that means she did not know how loud it was. So she's in her wheelchair. She's talking with you. And she can, for instance, she'll talk about church. And right in the middle of her talking about what the pastor said, she cuts one and keeps talking. And you're trying to go, uh-huh. Uh-huh. And your mouth's getting wide open. Your eyes are getting big. And you're trying not to laugh because she didn't hear it. So she doesn't know. And it reminds me of the, if the bear poops in the woods, do you know? Or farts in the wood, do you know? And I'm thinking, well, I knew grandma did. She didn't, but I did.
That grandma joke is one of my favorite, all-time favorites of in my routine, but I can't say it. It's X-rated.
Can't word
Word
substitute.
substitute.
Yeah, word
Well,
substitute.
sometimes
Okay.
it's funny. Word
Just
substitute.
like we say sheet, SHEET,
Yeah.
and fire truck and
crazy.
crazy, you know. So we just have to learn the word substitute.
Two old ladies.
Okay.
They were out in the middle of Australia. They owned a bar. And they were a little hard of hearing. They were sisters. And their nephew came in, Derek, and business wasn't going too well. He said, old aunts, we're going to turn things around. We're going to get some live music. Hey! Live music, aunt. Oh, rock and roll, man. No. Oh, duo and piano and guitar. No. We're going to get a country and westerns. Oh, I told sister. Young Derek says he's going to get a new band in. Hey, a new band. No, it's a rock and roll band. No, a jazz band like jazz. No, he said it's some clitoris from Preston. That's as clean as I can make it.
And that's what I've said. That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, oh my God, because as soon as it started coming to the climax of the story,
Loses a lot of translation.
well, I was trying to go, oh my God, how's
I
he gonna
got
pull
it.
this off?
That's a hard one to pull off, I tell you what. That's harder than a flavored condom in the winter, I'll tell you.
So my wife's sending me messages, and she's using the fact that you're from Australia. She's probably going to kill me for saying this. by the way.
20 questions I've been waiting for.
But since you're from Australia, it's funny. I'm only going to read like the first part. She says, I'm trying to do something a little different down under. So I'm not going to go any further with this conversation. I just thought it was kind of funny that she threw the fact that he's from Australia into what she's trying to say.
Well, we call that the map of Tasmania.
She just typed in O's telling me no. I'm not reading the rest of it, honey. I swear I'm not reading the rest of it.
At least not
She's
out
typing.
loud.
Yeah, she's typing right now, so I'm not reading anything else.
Oh no, 20 questions. I'd love to hear from them.
What it is, and
We have
she's
to
probably
get
gonna,
20 listeners first.
Oh.
she's cussing me right now.
It's just the variety of food. I mean, I lost the equivalent. What was it? 32 pounds to come out here this time around through the helpful of Light and Easy back home. You're familiar with all that? They deliver to your door all the fresh food and everything, all the good stuff to keep you on the can for 3 days straight. And so we say toilet bag, just although I did that for a purpose so I could put at least half of it back on when I got out here because the food's so great. From all the Cajun cooking, all the southern stuff. I mean, all the stuff that we just don't get back home.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I was going to ask. What's the difference? I mean, as far as
Well, they say back home, I mean, real men don't eat quiche.
I don't either.
Okay, there you go. You're a real man. And,
It has nothing to do with real man. I just can't stand it.
and back home, like yogurt, for example.
Right.
I mean, you got that French style yogurt, and they put the ad out like, how do you say yogurt in France? And it's you'll play. It's like the French version. That's what yogurt means in France.
Right.
It's like, how do you say yogurt in Australia? Off milk, mate. It tastes like crap. But the hot dogs and the fries and everything comes with a pickle. What is that about? Everything comes with a pickle.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just the garnish.
Yeah,
It-
really?
Yeah, that's just they think it dresses it up.
Okay.
It's like when they serve me some food and it has a piece of kale next to it,
Okay.
and that goes in the garbage. Like
Yeah, that's
you put
garnish.
it there to make it look good. If the food doesn't look good by itself, that piece of crap that you just set next to my plate ain't helping it. They make you believe putting a pickle next to something you're eating healthy because it's green.
Oh, okay.
It's the stupidest.
I don't feel so bad eating that first then.
I don't either.
So being here, when you come here to the States, what's the craziest thing that you have ate?
That I have ate, or apart from everything I ate down in Louisiana, being frog legs, gator, catfish. I mean, catfish back home, we throw in there. You add a bit of Vegemite to it, and you add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of honey, and then you flush it down the toilet. It cleans the toilet out real good. And up in Louisiana, it's a staple for them, man. They love it. They're catfish. It's different. So, but probably alligator was the craziest thing I've eaten since.
And that's what I was fixing to ask, because in Daytona at Bite Week we were eating gator balls, and everybody goes, "Gator balls?" I'm like, they're like nuggets. You said gator balls to Stephanie. She's like, "Hey, I've had those." No, Stephanie, that's not what we're thinking.
I've had gator tail. There's a difference.
You can't milk gator.
She's tried or will try now that you say that.
So have you ever tried the fried pickles?
Fried pickle? No, that's a new one.
So the strangest thing
Wow.
for us compared to what you eat, like we've had in the South, they will deep fry anything.
Oh yeah.
I've had deep fried ice cream, and it's not that I like it. It's just I wanted to try it. A deep fried Twinkie and a deep fried Oreo, and it's just like when I got the deep fried Oreo, I was like, this is just like weird. Like, what idiot at one point says, "Well, you need to deep fry that Oreo," and there's that screw up to dipping it in the milk? I don't get it. And after you eat the deep fried Oreo, you don't need milk. You need Milana because it's going to screw your stomach up.
As long as you got milk and cornmeal, you can deep fry anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
These people will deep fry anything.
Yeah, because
A deep fried hot dog. I died when I saw that. And they're like, you do know.
That's a corn dog.
Well, and that's what I told them. I saw them doing this at a festival. I went, you do know that's a corn dog. They said, nuh-uh. A corn dog comes on a stick.
But
What the hell's wrong with you? It's still a corn dog. It's not a deep fried hot dog.
There's
Yes,
also,
it is. It's handmade.
But the,
Okay.
but bullfrogs were deep fried. They were as good as chicken.
Oh my gosh, that is huge.
That could-
Holy cow.
It could almost be a pornographic photo if you looked at it the wrong way.
Yeah.
You got a good set of buns.
Yeah. Do
there
you
on the
notice what's in the
frogs.
middle? It looks like the Superman bulge. Like he has on
Wow.
some drawers.
Dang.
Oh, you would love it, Steph. Like, good chicken. And they even deep fry the liver and the heart. And
Hmm.
we milked it first. It's all right.
So what do you eat down there that we would be blown away on?
That
Whoa.
Vegemite stuff.
Okay, well, yeah, Vegemite is stable. That's breakfast.
Coon
That's,
cheese.
Oh, okay.
that's
Okay.
always.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
well,
coon
yeah, the
cheese.
coon cheese. I mean, we're
Should try deep frying it.
Yeah.
Well,
Go
like
home
today,
and say I saw
Southern
somebody do
delicacy.
that and watch somebody's eyes.
being a multicultural society, we've got Little Athens just around the corner. We call it, which is Oakley, and they are the Greek heart of Melbourne. So it's they'll really get your taste buds going there. Now they do have a deep fried cheese. It's a Greek staple. It's called saganagi, and it is it's cheese from the gods. It's
Bless you.
truly is, yeah. All you want to do is just grab 300 of your closest mates, strip them all down in the nude, and rub oil on them, and go for the cheese after that. It's fantastic.
God, why don't I just visualize Mike and that Vaseline Monday?
I
Me
knew, I
too.
knew you were going to go there. I knew you were
Like,
gonna go
why did you just paint that image in my head again of Mike rubbing down another dude? And the problem is the guy getting rubbed on didn't have a problem with it.
Mm-mm.
The guy doing the rubbing didn't have a problem. Mike actually looked like he was enjoying it,
Mhm.
Well, he did
which
say
was
he
a
had-
little strange on its own.
He did say he had morning.
Yeah. He at one point says, "I am a little aroused." I'm like, "No, you didn't just say that."
No, we are truly a blessed country, Dave.
I've always wanted to go. My brother's a
me too.
professional archery guy, and he's now coaching one of the junior Olympic teams in archery. And he's been there. And I've always made jokes about, you shoot a bow. He was always kind of the nerdy kid. And now I go, dude, you're traveling all over the world, and I'm still standing here. Like, I've always wanted to come to Australia, but listen to me, the plane trip alone sounds like exhausting.
It is daunting. But the price is what it is over there. I mean, you walk into a shop and it's priced $250.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're paying at the counter, $250.
So do y'all have like what we call fair tax? Is that kind of what y'all have? It just is what it is.
It's already on there. It's,
okay.
There's no extra. So you're going to buy something expensive like these overpriced little LG headphones.
Yeah. Which
fella said, man, you got to buy some of them. Okay, no problem. There's like $99 of it. Oh, that's cool. It's under $100. I get to a counter. That's $123, sweetie. What?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that sucks
plus
around
tax.
here. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like it's very deceiving at the counter.
It is.
Yes.
Well, I love the fact that when somebody says that is $1.99, just tell me it's $2 and quit with that $1.79, that $1.89, because it's still going to be over $2. I already know it.
We've lost all our small change now. We haven't got anything bigger than anything smaller than a 5-cent piece.
Okay.
And nothing smaller than a note than a $5 note.
Okay. And that's kind of where we were talking on the show a couple of weeks back, that we should just do away with pennies.
Exactly.
It costs more to make them. And hell, for that matter, get rid of nickels. I mean, just have dimes at that point.
That's it. Nickels, that's 10 cents, right?
Yeah. Well, 10 cents, 5 cents is a nickel.
5 cents
so it's,
a nickel.
But it's
I
just
think Snoop Dogg would agree with that.
Oh yeah. Well, Snoop Dogg hadn't bought a nickel in a long time. He's a dime bag kind of guy.
He's more than a dime bag.
Because all your money looks the same over here. It confuses the hell out of me.
What do y'all have?
It's all. I wish I brought some in, man. It's all colored. It's all color coded.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's easy to
And
spot.
it's plastic. It's indestructible.
Okay.
It's a polymer that they use. Our mint makes money for I think about 3 different countries.
Okay.
One European, I think one over in India, and us.
I think the colored money would be great, but especially since here lately there's people that's been trying to like bleach out $5 bills and turn them into $20 bills because they're the same colors, same everything, and unless they run it under like a light bulb or an ultraviolet light where they can see whatever the face is, it's supposed to be ingrained. That's the only way they're catching people. But if you don't know what the face is supposed to be, then you don't have a clue anyways. Half the people working in these quick, like to-go places, like quick restaurants and fast food restaurants, gas stations, stuff like that, they're in such a hurry they don't even check them hardly anymore. So the colored money seems, like that. That seems like the way to go.
Yeah, it almost looks like Monopoly money.
You can make interesting jewelry out of it if you got plenty of it. You throw it in the oven, it shrinks.
Oh, the plastic. I didn't even think about that part.
We can't even give our prison system them because they can melt them down and turn them into shanks.
Shanks. Oh my God. Send me $100 on my books, and it turns out to be something they stick you with later.
Oh, that's it. But look, we'll do anything when it's cold enough. So why not? But it is cold back home. That's what I'm not looking forward to. But
I'm still hooked on that weather. I'm still just always shaking my head on it.
Well, when I left, it was 34 in your scale, which is around about 0 in our scale.
So so is it total opposites, like our springs, your fall?
That's it.
Okay.
That's
now,
it.
what's the coldest temps that you get?
Well, a week before I left, it got to 3 below in Melbourne.
Okay.
And it snowed. First
Holy
time in 24 years.
Wow.
That was great. Not enough.
Y'all are kind of like us saying, hey, man, it'd be great to see snow.
About half a foot. Enough to make a snowball with a bit of mud and a bit of rock in it.
And see, our people love to see snow down here, but the problem is we normally get ice. We don't get snow. And then you got all the Yankees, the New Yorkers going, oh, you don't know what it's like to drive in snow. We drive in snow all the time. Well, we don't get snow. We get ice.
No,
we get rain, then it freezes, and then we become an ice skating ring. And then we have these great idiots that believe they know how to drive on ice. And then they hit these things called trees, telephone poles, and other cars.
And they can defy physics.
Yeah. Yeah, they can defy gravity. They can try to drive down the interstate. We had that snowstorm that happened a couple of years back where everybody got stuck on the interstate for like
Because
days.
everybody closed at the same time
Right.
and went home.
And then I had people sending messages to me, Scotty, why don't you take the bus down there and take those people that are stranded some water? And I went, explain to me how you think I'm supposed to get there. Well, take the bus.
Take the bus. Yeah,
These people are stuck on I-20. They can't get off of I-20. I can't get out of my driveway. How do you think I'm supposed to get the bus to these people? Okay, call me a Chinook helicopter to come pick the bus up and fly me over there. Like, what is wrong with you people? Like, if they're stuck, that means I'm stuck too. I don't get, people around here don't understand what ice is, other than what you put in your sweet tea.
Or what you smoke.
you guys got to.
Oh.
At least you're a little bit better drivers, and we are being so multicultural back there. We've got a lot. Our Indians run our cab company pretty much well, and they're given a motor scooter license over in India, and some real clever person over in Australia said, "Oh well, that doesn't matter. You know how to drive," and they put them in a full body, four-door sedan. And they're hitting things back home called sleepy policemen, which are a nice big, like mushroom-looking thing that are on the corner of the road to stop people from cutting corners and flipping cars. And that's our cab company in Melbourne.
Oh my God!
But they kept on the go only for the sake of we've got pretty poor transport. We've got bugger all transport from the airport. Melbourne is the only airport in the world with no public transport from the airport to the Sydney.
So everybody just has to get a cab then?
You got to get a cab
Holy
or an overpriced bus, $24 just to get into town.
Or a
One
kangaroo.
way. Or a kangaroo.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Wow.
it. Oh, it was great coming into because the airport is out in a little rural area, and there's always a dead roo coming into there's always some dead roo being hit on the highway just near the on ramp or the off ramp. So that's good. It gives the tourists the first view of Australia when they come off. It's like, hang on, pull over. Hang on, Mr. Kwong. Just 1 second. We're just getting dinner. Just the tail, all right?
That kind of happens with Steph. They possum soup and
I do not.
roadkill tonight. It's called roadkill surprise most of the time.
Good with a bit of satay here.
Steph's like, no.
And some catfish milk.
Oh, yeah, smothered with vegetables.
But they'll catch fish out of that pond in the backyard.
We don't eat it.
Thinking that's safer than roadkill.
Oh,
We don't eat it.
three-eyed fish pond out the back here.
That's right.
Okay.
So do y'all drive on the opposite side of
Oh,
the road?
yeah. We drive completely opposite the steering wheel's on the right-hand side of the car, and we're on the other side. Now, when the apocalypse happens and you got the road to yourself, you can try it out.
Yeah.
Okay, jump on the other side of the road.
Our DUI people already do that. They drive the wrong way on the expressway all the time.
And find out how much easier it is just giving way to the right.
That's funny.
Give way to the right.
Steph, that'd be
drive
like
on that
trying to
side
tell
of
your
the
NASCAR people to not go left,
Not
go
left,
right.
go right. Yeah.
Good luck with that, right?
They'd be driving it backwards.
That's the hardest thing coming out here doing for the first 20 minutes to half an hour.
Right.
Is getting used to it.
After a 24-hour flight.
Yeah.
And your mind has to now remember that everything's on the right now instead of the left.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but it's good. I got the Oprah Winfrey GPS
Well, the
in the
boxes are
car.
to the left.
What?
The boxes.
Boxes are to the left. Okay.
Depends what part of the world that you're from, and depending what hand you are, right or left.
I'm leaving that one alone. Bree's just sitting here with that look like this is my husband that's talking.
Oh, I thought you took a box of shorts, mate. All right.
No, with him, you never know. There's a problem. He's the RoboTrip guy. We took him somewhere, and we now at the beginning of the show,
yeah,
that's conversation about how he had drank some Robitussin and had a couple shots and become a totally different person after the first shot. So his wife says, "Yeah, I had to lay down the law and say that he's no longer allowed to go anywhere without supervision." And I looked at him. He was sitting right there, and I said, "Look, let us just say this." So she doesn't sound like the bad guy. You're not allowed to go anywhere with us without her. But that way she doesn't sound like the bad wife.
But when Scott called her, told her that I was completely wasted, said, I'm having to carry him out of the bar. Said, oh my God, let me check my bank account. How much did he drink? First thing through her head is, how much did I spend there?
Of course. I mean, of course.
Then when I saw it, I said, how the hell did he get that drunk on $19? yeah.
It was like something's going on.
How many M&Ms do I really need to eat after I go to the bar?
Right. I mean, dude, he was wasted. And it was a
Yes.
comedy act going.
For what it's
I'm
worth,
sure I
man.
was.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah. You were funnier than them.
What it's worth, I've got to be supervised on stage in certain places. The only thing they got in Alabama was when I told them how cold it was there. And now what I do to keep warm is, well, we just throw another Muslim on the fire.
Ah, yes.
And that's the only thing they got through the whole show.
That's the only thing they remember.
Okay, I'll remember to start with that next time.
That's right. That is exactly right. Well, hey, everybody, let's take a break real quick. We're down to 20 minutes. Give us just a few minutes, and we'll be right back.
Oh, that was a good one.
Crystal's off today.
Yeah.
Off me, I cannot find that. Right plectrum. Never mind. Life goes on.
That's me. I done killed the coffee and then this drink, dude. I keep hitting the head.
Oh, there it is. I'm sitting.
Well, you know, that was.
That's my lifesaver. That's unfortunately, the only grey one I brought out.
Oh, for that, yeah. So you probably have your certain one for certain moments.
Because you feel that. That is
God, yeah.
next to that. That's why it started sounding.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It sounded so full and hollow.
Right. Man, I'm glad you're here, dude. It's cool to see you. I mean, it's so put a face with a voice and hey, when we get done, instead of you calling Uber. Okay. I'm taking my notepad and like writing down stuff I need.
What?
Well, like he brought up Into the Wild, and I've not seen that movie in several years. And I was trying to say I need to show my wife Into the Wild. It's a freaking amazing movie. It's the cinematography on it alone is beautiful. Oh yeah, it seems like it's a
about a
slow
student
movie, but it's
from
friggin' cool. Like, we gotta go
Atlanta
play.
that goes to Alaska and thinks he's going to solve all the world's problems.
For a guy who wears glasses and decides to eat berries that are poison. And he's got the book and everything. What was he thinking?
Yeah, I know, right? So hey, we're back, everybody. We were just talking about that movie Into the Wild, and it is such a great movie. I've just kind of forgotten about it. Do you remember the movie Girl Next Door?
Nobody remember the girl next door.
Oh, yeah.
The girl moves in, the guy decides
Yeah.
to film a little movie with her.
Yeah, because she was
That guy is who did Into the Wild. Right after The Girl Next Door, he did Into the Wild.
Sean Penn.
Is it?
He's the director.
It's the director. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a really, I'm telling you, the director of cinematography, dude, when they got all the landscapes and stuff, it's very, I mean, it's almost like watching National Geographic. I mean, it's so cool the way they've got all the video shot. So
The Girl Next Door. I'm still.
you're still hung on that one.
I'm still confused about the whole two girls going to the bathroom together. I was like, I know why they go. I know why girls go to the bathroom in pairs because apples are too hard to sit on. But yeah, you can't
Oh,
imagine,
my God.
You can't imagine two guys going. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
And one of the listeners just said, ask him how he came across Just for Fun Radio. And I do remember we had a common friend at one time, that's how you found Just for Fun. And it was just so neat, again, for all the new listeners, because I know the time difference of people going back and forth to work. My first interaction with AJ is a phone call. You know, the guy's 5-ish in the morning going to work and calls me and says, can you play some Def Leppard? I'm like, dude, you're in Australia. I will play you anything you want. To this day, not to give you a big head, but to this day, that is the greatest phone call that I've ever had with Just for Fun Radio,
Well,
because
I am
it's my
honored.
coolest phone call ever, because I get these text messages to play songs. I've never had a guy from around the planet. You were totally opposite side of the planet of me asking to play Def Leppard. And it's just like, you know, Angels. That's just the coolest, absolute coolest phone call I've ever received.
You are getting me 1 month for the next 10 years.
Okay.
Exactly the same time. Well, it is pretty much. It's my holiday time.
Okay.
So at a little working holiday at the same time.
Right,
too.
right.
Not for much. Anything I pretty much will do earn goes to a charity of my choice.
Mhm.
Obviously, definitely a non-profit charity. And someone that doesn't have a CEO that you can Google and find out he's got a $30 million house.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's a speedboat. And
Dude, when I found out that Goodwill was not like what it used to
Goodwill.
be, like used to Goodwill Salvation Army, you know, we knew that's where you donated stuff to Kidney Foundation.
exactly.
And now I find out that Goodwill is not what it was. And
No.
I'm thinking, who owns Goodwill? And then somebody goes, you know, that's that dude from the Shark Tank, right? And it's like, we start reading and I'm thinking, holy cow, he's turned it into a department store. It's not what it used to be. That's for sure.
You've just
Look
got to
at it.
be so careful when you're on a computer going through different things. Basically, you know, how I found Just for Fun. I was like, you know, it was bed, 5 a.m. in the morning, you know, going through Thailand's Gmail sites and typing in Just for Fun.
He types in Just for Fun.
And boom, it's a radio station. I'm figuring I'm going to talk to some little hot Betty in just out of Ho Chi Minh or in Bangkok, and I get Scotty. So that's an added bonus.
So he thinks he's calling some guy or female with a burrito, and I was actually just eating a burrito, you know?
And Scott's going, I'm wearing khakis.
But it's good you guys are free
She
because
sounds
my
goodness.
subscription has run out with the other site. So that's good. I get to keep talking to you.
That's
guys
right,
instead, yeah.
Well, we try to stay different because I figure it's just in my lingo and in my mind, corporate radio kind of ruined music. It kind of ruined radio because, you know, if you have the great producer and somebody's slipping the people the right amount of money, all these songs are getting played. And then at the same time, you know, the guy that drives a truck all day has heard the same Justin Bieber song 10 times. And it's just like, God, I'm sick of hearing this song. And I know they say, statistically speaking, not everyone listens to the radio for 10 hours, but then there's a lot of people that have a desk job or mechanics or that have us playing and they're there all day, or warehouse jobs. They're listening all day long. So they don't want to hear the same song 6 times at the top of the next hour.
Well, in all
variety.
fairness, yeah, it's all variety. In all fairness, you know, you got to give it to Justin Bieber. She's bringing out some great songs.
Yeah.
She's right up there with Kylie and In Excess. So, you know.
See, Steph has no comment. You like some Justin Bieber, don't you?
No.
She is the only girl I know that's riding down the street. Well, I don't know if I should call her a girl, but she's riding down the street in her van singing "If I Was Your Boyfriend." And I'm like, I look at her and I'm like, hey, dude, quit singing this song. I'm riding in the car with you.
No.
You know?
Just a little mini Michael, unfortunately, he's turned into, which
Yeah.
is just hoping he gets steered in the right path.
Right.
That, and, you know, I was really hoping to meet his mum, but, you know.
Yeah, we've heard a
She's
lot
got
of
a
people
different
talk about
plan.
she's a little slutty hotness.
Oh, yeah.
How bad is it that the same dudes that are wanting to sleep with Justin Bieber are wanting to sleep with his mother?
You keep calling him Justin Bieber. It's not Bieber.
It's a joke.
It's Bieber.
Yeah, thanks for
Bieber.
Thanks for the redneck to correct me. I call him the Beeve.
Bangkok.
I call him the Beeve, man. I just, you know, Ward, you're a little rough on the Beaver last night. I just, you know, I can't ever get past Justin Bieber. I just can't.
So many different words in this country. Bieber, Figaro. I've never heard that till I come to the States. Yeah, it's on the corner of 4th and Figaro. What the? It's a Figaro.
Yeah.
I was like, I always thought that was something that grew from a tree.
I was fixing to ask you, have you ever seen a fig tree?
A fig tree. Yeah, we grow them back home.
Do you know
Mum makes fig jam.
I've spent my life eating fig Newtons.
Yeah.
Fig jelly.
Yeah.
And it was like,
we call it jam.
Okay. And see, I never saw a fig tree until like, I don't know, 2007. And I walk up to this tree.
Oh, you didn't grab the fig.
This old lady that owned the house that we were working on walks up, and it looked like 2 Great Dane nuts.
Yeah.
And I looked at this, and she says, "Here, eat one." I went, She said, "No, they're good." I went, Like, I was a little terrified of this. Like, I'm not eating that. So she just, this is disgusting. She holds it from the tip. It's like a raindrop, if you will, a drop of water. She's holding it at the tip, like holding a Lipton tea bag, just kind of swings it into her mouth and crunches into it and just looks at me and says, "Man, that is so good." And I'm going, blah, blah. This looks disgusting. Who eats anything that looks like that? She goes, "Well, you eat fig Newtons." I'm like, let it come in a wrapped package and look like a cookie, because I'm never putting that in my mouth.
See, we're all about plucking it fresh from the tree before the possums get it. So yeah.
That would make sense, but ugh.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess because it looks like a Great Dane on his last walk in there to get neutered, and I can't get past that look. I'm sorry.
We'll suck on a good lemon if it hasn't been rind by the possums first. I'll tell you what. Hey, no, you got to watch fig grabbing them straight off the tree, man. They got more pricks than a female orgy. I tell you what.
Huh? Look like a dude after a week of non-manscaping.
Yeah.
Look at Stephanie's face.
But yeah, they're good to pick, and you get them good and fresh, and then make fig preserves, because that's what we call them. Is fig preserves. Not jam.
Not jam.
They become okay. Good job. I'm not
make them with Jello. Strawberry Jello.
Used to be a big thing among the grandmas back at the house to pick all the fruits off, pick them dry, and then bottle them all and preserve them.
Well, no, they would send the grandkids out to do the dirty work of picking them, and they did the easy stuff with boiling them and then making the preserves
and deep frying.
And you couldn't, and they wouldn't let you touch one until a year later. Now they've got to sit in the jar. They've got to sit in the jar for a year, young Andrew. You go out the back and pick some more lemons.
Do y'all have the whole idea of pickling stuff? Like here we have pickled eggs.
Well, look, the only place that you'd ever see a pickled egg is what we call a fish and chip shop. Which is basically they sell fish and chips. And they've usually got a bottle of they've got a bottle of DNA swimming on the counter with about 50, 60 eggs in one, and then the bottle next to it's got 50, 60 pickled onions in the other one. And that's
I've never gotten past pickled. It doesn't make pickled pig's feet. I'm just like, dude,
Yeah.
what is wrong with y'all?
I was gonna ask, do y'all eat pig's feet over in or down in Australia?
Oh, we call them trotters. Yeah, I couldn't imagine being, unfortunately, Muslim or Jewish because swine tastes so good.
I know I had
Ugh.
some last night. It's the
Yeah.
best white meat in the world.
The Germans have got a word for it. Their word for wonderful is wunderbar.
Ah,
And when they come to Melbourne, they say Wunderschwein. So it's wonderful pig.
Ah,
Yeah, Wunderschwein.
we need to say that to Mike when he sits down.
I need to say that to Karina when she gets
Yeah,
here on the
yeah.
5th.
Yeah, see, Stephanie, we took her somewhere to eat. It was a nice place, the social house, and they brought in
I think I
this
remember
real
that.
simple meal
Yeah,
called shrimp and grits.
yeah.
Stephanie says, "What is in this?"
Because it had red stuff on the top of it.
Shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits.
But
No,
it had red stuff on the top of it.
no bacon, nothing like that.
No, it was just shrimp and grits, and she
Shrimp and
kept
grits.
asking what was in it.
Oh man,
Because
Now,
the red stuff on
Listen,
the top.
listen to what the red stuff is called.
It was poopery.
potpourri.
Yeah.
In other words, it was stuff that you like.
Paprika. Excuse me.
Oh,
Paprika.
paprika. I was thinking something you light in the bathroom after you've had a good night on the Cajun food.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
No,
why we
it's
died
poopery.
laughing when in front of everybody she said it was
Paprika.
poopery, and we just went, "No, that's paprika." She's like, "Oh, I thought it was called poopery," and she kept saying it. We're just like, we always joke with her and say, "Look, redneck, all you gotta do is just open your mouth. It's never planned. It's never rehearsed. She couldn't fake this if she tried. Well, she's tried to fake it a couple times. But
Didn't work.
her cigarettes got squished, and her dad was mad at her. But it was what it is.
I don't smoke anymore.
Nope.
It's a joke, Stephanie. Out of the whole joke I told, she's insulted on the fact that I brought up smoking.
Well, that is the hardest thing, especially going 20 hours without one. You got to use the patches, and man, you know how hard they are to light, and they get stuck to your tongue.
So have you,
He tries to treat it as a scratch and sniff.
have you ever tried the vaping? I mean, or is that big in Australia like it is here in?
I heard there's a competition for it out here.
Oh yeah, these
Yeah.
guys try to
It's like
be
10
smog trains.
10 grand for the amount of little donuts you can blow in the
Yeah.
air. 10 grand for vaping.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Can you imagine the guy that sits home and has nothing else to do with his entire life but to practice how many little smoke rings he can make?
Vape
That's-
rings?
I'm thinking of taking it up. I really am. Only for the sake of, and you're going to love this one. Our tobacco laws are just insane. For what it cost us for one packet of cigarettes.
Oh yeah, what is that, by the way?
Which is it's getting up to about $30 for
Wait a minute.
American dollars?
for 30 cigarettes.
30
This
so
is
it's a-
Australian.
So $1 a cigarette.
So it's $1 a cigarette back
Holy
home,
cow.
and you can buy a whole carton basically of whatever's in a pack out here, like eight packets for the same price. $30 for one packet.
Holy
And that's-
cow.
And you're only allowed to bring. You can leave the country with with a carton of cigarettes.
Right.
Australian, you can only bring 100. You can only bring 50 cigarettes home. So you can bring one packet home.
Wow.
That's it.
So what is the Australian dollar compared to the American dollar? What is that?
Pretty stuffed, mate. I got the conversion here.
I'm sitting here
Um,
shaking my head at the $30 for a pack. Like,
yeah,
Crazy.
that
is it highly taxed over there? Is that why it's so
Oh
expensive?
yeah, hell yeah. They do want us all to die of something, and it may as well be of something that they endorse.
Yes. Yeah.
Yet, but they'll still do ads for alcohol, but obviously no more ads for cigarettes. I think that's the same ad here. They don't do cigarette advertising.
Yeah. You don't see it like
Yeah.
you used to.
You are 30 cents better than us to the dollar.
Okay.
So,
Wow. So that is $30 American. Well, $30.30 American.
That's just regardless for a
33.
pack of cigarettes versus a carton of cigarettes.
Yes.
exactly.
You got to
Yeah,
really be a smoker,
smoker
to
to
want to
want-
pay for that.
Oh,
That
exactly.
A
is
dollar a smoke.
crazy.
I've only seen people give up $1 a smoke when they're in a bar and they're like desperate.
And to only bring what 2 packs basically back.
Yeah, that's it. And it's okay. Well,
I bet if you got caught smuggling cigarettes in there, it'd almost be like us, like getting caught with a kilo here. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
probably.
Cocaine.
Oh, they declare it and they let you go. So are you carrying any items from overseas? And I was like, yeah, well, man, I got the usual switchblade, didgeridoo, You know, 4 kilo of crack. All right. Hey, I'm declaring it, mate, so you can't touch me.
That's right.
All right. I openly admit it that I've got it. But this time around, seeing where I've been and with your latest mosquito outbreak,
Right.
I'm going to get hauled. I'm going to get hauled across the coast because
That's
I'm
right.
down in Louisiana.
That's what I was supposed to say. Being in Louisiana and the mosquitoes, good Lord.
I mean, they got stuff, that drops out of the trees, burrows out from underground and tries to take you.
Right.
That's your new mosquito. Getting back to the cigarette thing. Okay, 30 Australian dollars is basically 23 US per packet of cigarettes.
Good
Wow.
Lord.
Yeah, that
Makes
really,
you want to smoke, huh, Jeff?
sticks in
Makes
and
you
breaks
still
it
want to
off.
go to Australia
Yeah, it does.
and buy a pack of cigarettes.
I'll be vaping like hell.
Is vaping even a
So-
thing down there? Are they doing it?
They are doing it. Not
Okay.
not as well advertised because anyone who buys it, I mean, they don't want you to buy it over there.
Right.
So all the vaping items are obviously bought on eBay. They're trying to stop all the little fluids coming into the country
Right.
too.
Same
$40
what they're
for
doing
two.
here.
So they're whacking a big tax on them as well.
Right. And that's what
Yeah,
they're
that's-
attempting to talk about here. Stuff
Yeah.
like
40,
that.
$50 for a two, probably.
And at the moment, you can vape in a restaurant, but you can't smoke in a restaurant.
Right.
What's
And
that?
that's kind of still here, but they're trying to pass some laws
Yeah,
on
they're
that too.
trying. Like, there's some places in, I believe it's DeKalb County, that you can't even vape in a park.
In a park.
In a park outside, you can't vape there.
This is like working construction back home. They want you to wear your hard hat in the middle of a paddock with
Yeah.
nothing going on. You can't vape it in the middle of a park
Yes,
where
in-
fresh
in-
air.
exactly. And I mean, I understand that there's not a whole lot of I mean, they don't know what the vaping is going to do to your body, because there's not a whole
Research.
yes.
Well, it's
There's
not being regulated by the Food and Drug Administration, so there's not been 10 years of study.
Yeah, I mean, they're saying that it's just
park.
glycerin oil or vegetable glycerin and stuff like that. And I'm not I do vape from time to time, and that is how my husband and I stopped smoking, is we started vaping.
Mm.
And when I've had a few too many to drink, I will vape.
But in the middle of a park?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're just trying
Thought
to.
you just said you vape every now and then.
I do.
And you say, well, now you only vape when you have a little too
I
much
don't
to
drink as much as y'all think I do.
Well, then you better.
It's only one every half hour.
Then
Get
you,
it right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you don't want people to have that impression of you, you quit drinking and videoing.
This really isn't monster. This
Because
is
she gets drunk and starts doing YouTube live. I mean, not YouTube live,
Hey,
but
Mike
Facebook live.
said I needed to start doing videos.
So it's funny that she's like singing along. The other night, her and her significant other were drunk.
Yeah.
yes, we were.
So her husband was on his knees and they were playing the song from Dirty Dancing. I had the time of my life.
He did that.
And
Yeah,
he's
he wanted that
he's
done.
on his knees dancing with the dog.
Yeah.
She's drunk and videoing it. And then she says to us, I don't drink as much as y'all think. I'm like, well, then
No.
quit doing videos. Because at the end of the video, she's yelling, pick up the dog over your head like they did the girl in the movie.
I did do
And
that.
I'm just like, what is wrong with y'all? People are starting to go, why is the dog licking his nipples? This is weird.
Because it's just been milked.
No, we were
Weird.
celebrating.
He's
We
in
found
labor.
out we were
I've-
going to be grandparents again.
Okay, so you find out you're going to be grandparents and your husband dirty dances with a dog.
Yeah, go figure that one. At
I-
least that won't get him. another
There's something to
kid.
go home and say, let me
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you.
What do you do with Buttercup then?
What do you mean? What did he do? He was dancing with Rain.
You've
Not
just,
dancing in the rain, dancing with the dog named
Dancing with
Rain.
the dog named Rain.
you've just destroyed that Patrick Swayze song.
There you go. Next time you hear the time of your life, you picture a white redneck with a shirt off, but a farmer's tan, dancing with the dog.
With the Alabama hat on.
Well,
Yeah.
put me down. That's why I had to lay off on the alcohol too. I just I'll have the occasional drink. I mean, I'm still the usual a-hole. I just get to drive home each night now. Like it was getting bad, laying on the front hood of the car with the keys up my rectum.
I see.
You got a problem, mate? No, it's just flooded.
Here's what I see with Travis and the dog dancing.
is what I love about America.
Sorry.
I love you, Scotty. You're the only man I know with a tortured dog noises on your iPad.
Oh my God. Listen, we have so many good ones. This is Stephanie's favorite. Look at her. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Well, look, you guys, this is 10:06, man. We're fixing to cut out. Plug again how everybody can find you on Facebook. Where you gonna be tonight?
Andy Johnson or AJ. AJ, I'll have to give it to you again, Scotty, so they can follow it through yours. And at the Skull or the Viper Room, Venom Room, sorry, on Peachtree in Midtown.
Yeah, and make sure you go check them out. You know, and here's the thing I started asking earlier.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock doors open. I think it's $10 to $11 entry. You can't smoke in there. They got a bar. I think the beers are like $5 each. Woof.
What led you to get into this, by the way? I know we were just kind of covering it earlier, but how all of a sudden did you just decide to get on stage? Where'd that come from?
I used to snort a lot of Vegemite, man. Oh, it was just something stupid. We were drunk at an open mic night in Melbourne, and we just realised it was there were little scouts in the audience, and a few of us got up, and we were just hand picked for they said, well, their next tour of America, we want you. Because you got the unique Aussie accent,
right?
Which I've had to dull down. I think Atlanta's the only place where I've actually had to put on an American accent so they can understand me. Some places.
Yeah, duh, yeah.
Instead of saying, welcome everyone. It's everyone's going to y'all.
Yeah.
Because I've got the whole dictionary of
redneck slang.
The redneck slang.
Yeah. I've gotten yelled at because I'll type something and not put a G on it, and they're like, "You do know there's a G to that word." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but friggin' sounds better than frigging."
There's two. I mean, you know, dog.
There's two. Yeah, there's two in dog, right, Steph?
Well, that's
Steph's like, I make up for it when I talk about Snoop to the double G.
And being the land where there's more sheep than people down under in the outback, it's just the open opportunity to come to such a great country.
Yeah, man.
You guys are going well. I don't want to know what it looks like after the election, but
God, that's a whole nother thing.
Great grandmother, double great grandmother in Ireland made she was a clairvoyant. She made a prediction just after Obama got elected, saying the next American president will be the last. A year later, she died.
Oh God!
So that's you guys got that one to look forward to.
That's right, man. Why not?
From someone who's got one finger on the button, and the other person, because we're taking bets back home. Who's going to be first to be assassinated?
Oh God, yes. I can just imagine what other countries are saying right now.
Trump on the podium and and Hillary in the shower that night. We figure she's going to do the Michael Hutch and neck herself. You mean I won?
Yeah, that's funny.
So
that is so funny.
Sorry to upset the Hillary fans.
No, but we picked two because we keep making jokes about if say you were in a coma and you just woke up and you go, so let me get this right. These are my two choices. Yeah, can I go back to sleep? Wake me up in another 20 years and let me see if it's any better, because it's I'm not saying I hate Trump, but Hillary's a crook. So I just can't envision a woman that's behind all the Benghazi stuff that happened. I can't even envision that she can even be allowed to do this. So it just shocks me.
The horror of waking up 20 years later knowing that you made the right choice.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, you guys, we're going to get out, man. We're a little bit over. Everybody have a good day. Stay tuned in, man. There's always good music coming up. And hang out. We're always up to something. It's just for fun. Don't go anywhere. Just because the show's over don't mean the music stops.
You know any Metallica?
Do I know any? I've never met them.
Talking to AJ.
Oh.
Yo. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, yeah, hang on.
Hey, I took this fool to a Metallica concert and he slept through it.
Really?
He slept through the whole thing. Cool.
And nothing else matters.
That's right. Nothing else matters. Jeff, keep your mouth shut. Because nothing else matters at this point. All right, you guys, we're gonna get out of here. Make sure you go check out AJ's page. Keep up with him if you can make it out there tonight to the place he's doing some comedy. And you said it's the Venom Room, correct?
Venom.
So make sure you go check out Venom on Peachtree Street.
It's actually the skull next to
Oh, the skull next to the Venom.
Okay, so it's the skull next
Skull.
to Venom. Okay. I have to keep up with these things. I get so lost. We're moving so fast around here.
Everyone, thank you so much for inviting me out.
No, man, thanks for coming out and having fun, keeping us giggling too.
Fantastic.
We picked the right morning to come down.
That's right. And Mike laid out, right?
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we'll see you on the flip side. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you tell everybody to check out our YouTube later. Yes, ma'am.
And tune in tonight for Ladies Talk.
Yes, Ladies Talks
7
tonight.
o'clock.
And then tomorrow we have another guest as well. So make sure y'all stay tuned tomorrow. Anything else?
Yes.
I'll be ringing in for that one.
All right, man. We'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Good day, mates.
So yeah.
I am Nara.
All right, bye, you guys on video.
Fantastic.